Never break, always fight, never quit, do it right, play the game, win it life, have no shame, there's no time, feel the pain, live the grind, I could change, in my mind, pick a lane, commit and climb, the only way to win it life, I never miss, that's fact, taking big swings, jam to the bat, put me in the ring, you'll go out in a bag, cause I sing what I mean and I bring it to the mad light, ain't got time to kill, I got time to feel, I took the red pill, I know life's short so I wanna live real, but how's it supposed to feel? How's it supposed to feel? How's it supposed to feel? They wanna say my name, but they holding back. They wanna say they hate, but they know it's cap. I ain't play no games, I just do that's fact. And I don't feel no shame, it's a mood you lack. I go crazy, nah, but I ain't lazy. Track after track, I work on this shit daily. Pass me the jack, right as fuel, got me hazy. About to unpack all these things I've been chasing. I've got visions in my head, like memories after death. To be a legend instead of something you can forget. I'm living up every breath, I'd rather lead than be led. I'll fill the seats as I spread with every word that I've said. How's it supposed to feel? How's it supposed to feel?
Hey, there we are. Thank you. Thank you. Wow. We've already got a crowd here tonight. You look great. Thanks for being here. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. Probably you're just here to avoid doing laundry, but I appreciate the sentiment. You're great. I'm glad you're here. So let's start first with this. Sweet Baby Inc. Let's talk about Sweet Baby Inc. because that's the company everybody absolutely loves. Now, this company, people are saying, is just killing game sales, right? Well, actually, I think I said that, but apparently the game God of War Ragnarok didn't seem to do very hot on Steam. And if you're curious, you can check out the video right up there if you're watching on the replay. Everybody's pointing the finger at Sweet Baby Inc., of course, because they seem to be destroying sales. Now, I don't know about you, but when I used to hear Sweet Baby, I was expecting barbecue sauce because there's actually some barbecue sauce that's called Sweet Baby. I was not expecting a gaming consultancy group. But some former employees, or at least one who's gone into detail, says that, well, working at Sweet Baby Inc. has made them literally toxic or poison. Nobody wants any part of it. They're being kept away. They are unhired by studios. They're basically unhireable. And we've got an actual gatekeeping event that's happening for a lot of these former consultancy workers. I don't see the problem with that. It seems like things there were far worse. I should say, it seems like there are far worse jobs that you can have these days than pushing DEI and anti-American sentiment. I mean, nobody wants anybody that does that. But of course, the real kicker is that they're not seeing any of the accountability that they should. They obviously push political agendas and force narratives and have absolutely ruin these franchises. Come on. If I wanted to do politics in my video games or wanted to see them, I'd play a round of Filibuster Simulator or Budget Crisis 3000. I don't have any buttons to push to make you laugh or clap, so we'll keep going. Apparently, Disney is, still knee-deep in agenda. And Disney just announced a new sub-channel on Disney Plus combining Star Wars and Marvel. It's called Hits and Heroes, but really it's just the same stuff from the other two channels, the Lucasfilm channel and the Marvel channel. I mean, how many times can they try to sell us the same thing? Like, how many Rose Tico dolls can you buy before you finally catch on? Now, Disney thinks this move of adding combined channels together will fool customers and investors. But guess what? Even a 6-year-old kid watching Bluey is smarter than that. Fans are catching on, and even investors are saying now, wait a minute, this doesn't feel like more content. This feels like more misdirection. And let's face it, Robert Iger is the master of misdirection and deception. And in reality, Disney's distraction for the investors and even us is because of the rise of recent failures like The Acolyte and all the latest Marvel films. They're trying so hard to make us forget about The Acolyte in particular. I'm half expecting it to show up on the Witness Protection Program with Willow. I think that's probably the likely outcome. Oh, and how about this one? Indiana Jones and the Great Circle. It's a video game. Of course, we know what happened with Disney's Indiana Jones. And it's already sparking a bunch of controversy. And of course, I did a video on that. You probably are aware. In this one, Indy's running around with the intellectual equal who's an annoying female companion. Tell me where you've heard that before. Now, I think Indy's swinging from the ropes here, and she's like maybe giving a TED Talk. I'm not really excited about this game. I don't know anybody that is. And of course, there are absolutely no guns that are going to be here this time. At least not in this Indiana Jones game. I mean, there'll be guns and you can use them. They'll just basically cause you a hardship. I mean, that's like making a James Bond movie where all he does is work at a desk. Sorry, Mrs. Moneypenny. I can't save the world today. I'm filling out my TPS reports. Now, this game could end up in the bargain bin really quickly before it actually even hits the shelves. It's looking like Wolfenstein Youngblood all over again, if you're familiar with that. And let's just say that the game was so bad that people were using it as a coaster more than they were actually playing it. Okay. And finally, Disney just can't help themselves. First, they gave us The Acolyte, which they promoted as the, gayest Star Wars project ever. And it, of course, flopped. And now they're back at it again with Agatha All Along as Marvel's gayest project ever. You know, I'm starting to think that Disney has more labels than a clearance bin at a Walmart. And I don't know about you, but I'm pretty sure that fans care more about good storytelling than labels. I mean, does it really matter if a character's gay, straight, or only eats kale? We just want a good show. Thank you. I appreciate that.
I hate kale.
All I have to say is I'm really happy that I made it through all the jokes and some of them got laughs. We're going to try to give you something Disney doesn't want to do, which give you a good show. So that's all the jokes. I promise you the show's only uphill from here. And we've got Mad Mardigan tonight. We've got Toxic Man Flu. We've got Comix Division joining us lately. And of course, Jolly, the amazing musical puppet. On that note, Tox, take it away.
love it.
Culture Casino has arrived to tell us that Disney stock is down to below $97 a share.
How did you know that? That's exactly why I showed up. I saw that this was going to be your favorite day ever, Mike. I know you're a YouTuber, but you're very involved in Disney stock.
I am absolutely a YouTuber. Thank you for recognizing that, sir. Culture Casino. You sent me nothing, right? Yesterday at 10. Oh, I didn't send the link. I was talking about him, and I didn't even send it. Here I was talking about him at the beginning of the show for not being here, and I just see my DMs, and he says, "You do know that you." Here, I'm going to show this. I'm going to show my DMs. I got to do this before Culture gets here, otherwise he'll laugh at me. Oh, Culture, I was talking about you earlier.
Oh, no.
You're supposed to act like you care.
Okay.
So here it says, here's yesterday, 8:36 a.m., 10 o'clock. Loki told me to send you this for tomorrow morning. Kisses and hugs, 10:07. 9:30. Do you know you sent me nothing, right? Oops. Okay, this is proof positive I am a YouTuber.
Oh, we are back. Thank you. Yeah, now I'm here. I've got actually some backup for a change. We've got kind of a weird story to talk about right off the bat, but I think first of all, we probably want to say hi to the folks out there and do some super chats so we're not way behind. We had a lot of generosity early on from Scott Westbrook for 5 Culture Casino memberships. I truly appreciate that. We've got 5 wonderful humans getting their memberships renewed. Thank you. That is wonderful. Thank you. And of course, Mark Daly's out there for 5 Culture Casino cash as well, saying Sean Combs is changing his rap name to P. Diddler. Rumors of negotiations between him and Disney are unconfirmed. Oh my. Good stuff. That's right. And yeah, we got more Mark Daly. Oh my gosh. For 5 Culture Casino cash says Disney films more bombs than a Mideast pager factory. Wow. I think Mark should be writing my jokes because tonight I may have bombed myself. Another 5 from blades. Thank you. Another 5 from Mark Daly. $15 so far in Culture Casino cash says. And speaking of Mideast pagers, has anyone done a wellness check on Congressman? I can't read those names. Yeah, I understand. But thank you, Mark. Those are brilliant. They're a little bit beyond the edge. Again, we're PG-13 here, folks. So I will just say thank you, Mark. Your generosity is extraordinary, and I appreciate you. We have our own kind of corruption, and we'll get into that in just a moment. We've got Ruby Hoove out there for a Culture Casino membership. Thank you for that. And even more generosity from the man, the myth, the legend, the master of mods, the mensch of wrenches. It's Eric K for 5 Culture Casino memberships. We've got a glorious number of generosity in the chat. I appreciate that. And then Eric K follows it up with a $2 super chat. Tox hates kale. Well, yeah, I think that's probably true.
Yes.
Yeah, thank you. Tox McFlu. I appreciate that.
I don't like
McMahon
kale.
flu? Tox McMahon flu. And then, of course,
What do you think I am, Mayor McCheese or something?
there you go. Liberty Hall's cat for 5 Culture Casino cashes. Until YT gets their gifting act together, here's 5 Culture cash. Thank you, my friend. It's much appreciated. All right. Well, very quickly, and this is something we have the right panelists on for tonight, believe it or not. We have New York corruption, not only the NYPD, but also the mayor of New York, Mr. Adams. I'm not going to say honorable because I'm not going to kid anybody here, but it's fascinating that this is happening at this time, and this is going to be, of course, our very first story. If I can actually get things to work back here in the background, let's bring in the crew to talk a little bit about New York corruption. Of course, here's Mad Mardigan, who your voice is a little low, my friend. What's going on?
I'm low.
Yeah, you're very low.
It's almost as if he's muted.
Yeah, it's almost.
Oh wait,
as if
am I
you're-
supposed to be on here? Oh shoot.
Yeah, you know, you're fine. You're fine. It's almost as if he's on the wrong mic. Oh, wow. Hello.
I love that jacket.
Yeah, the jacket's fantastic.
I can't
Speaking
pull
of-
off that look, but he can.
Hey, there you go. He's back. He has a voice.
Yeah, I've already.
How are you
Had
doing?
one.
How are you doing there, Mr. Mardigan?
I'm doing great. I have a lot of thoughts about what happened before we started.
Oh, okay. What happened before we started?
Does this make me your Andy to your Conan?
Well, I mean, sure, until Tox got here.
Oh, well, okay,
Thanks,
then,
Putin.
that's fine.
I'm kind of like I'm old, so I'm like Ed McMahon, who is also dead. So there you go. That's how that works in there. And culture's trying to be so if the Geico cavemen went back and tried to do the Tonight Show with Johnny Carson, that's Culture Casino.
Thank you. Thank you
Yeah.
for that. I appreciate it. I don't have a headache at all.
My DMs are open if you want to send those scripts ahead of time. Want to
sure.
punch up?
Sure. Yeah. I speaking of punching up, that's normally Tox's fault, but Tox didn't have power when I had the script ready. So,
No, I did not.
Yeah,
I was. Oh, look, simple talks.
oh,
There
yeah.
we go.
Thank you. That works. Yeah. Actually, more simple.
Yeah, the gecko caveman. That's right.
Yeah. Well, I am kind of. Well, I'm a little hairy. So,
Culture said he'd take his shirt off if he got $100 in super chats.
I did not say that.
Oh.
Do you remember that they made a whole TV series about the Gecko Cavemen? And I think
Yes.
they canceled the Lopez show for that one, if I'm not mistaken.
And it bombed harder than, well, the Acolyte.
Oh boy, that's impossible. No way.
I mean, you didn't remember the show existing.
Me?
That's true.
Hmm?
I
No.
remember.
Right.
Came in and out.
The outdoor.
It was quicker than Casting Couch at Leslie Headland's place.
Oh yeah, the bed and breakfast
It was
she
a
ran for.
futon.
It was a futon.
Oh.
Why? Because you can make futons scissor. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Be here all night.
All right. Well, we're gonna get to the.
Wait, I don't get that one.
Fulcrum.
Oh,
The futon hinges. Yeah. Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry.
It
It wasn't
folded in the middle.
funny, and it was also confusing.
It wasn't funny.
So,
Ha
there you
ha. It was funny.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
I get it. Sometimes I like to be a joke ninja where I only want one person to laugh out of everybody.
Well,
I feel
Right.
like it's a
Specifically
certain set of skills.
targeting.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you're like a smart bomb kind of
Right.
thing. You're looking to hit one particular area.
The way I look at it is if I'm entertained, I'm sure somebody has to be, entertained adjacently. You know what I mean? Because I have such
Right.
a great sense of humor. Somebody
That's
has to
all that
laugh.
really matters.
To me, yes.
Yeah.
Okay. At some point, I lost control of the show, and it was probably when I hit the start button. Anyway, let's.
Mhm.
Oh my gosh, this is continuing to happen where it is not letting me do what I need to do. Tox, can you vamp once? That'd be great.
Vamp?
I can vamp.
We've been vamping for 5 minutes.
Yeah.
I brought up the
Um,
Caveman TV series, the Lopez show.
God, it's the Lopez show. I kind of like the Lopez show. It got
I
bad
did
towards
too.
the end.
God, Loca, you like the Lopez show? Nailed
Yeah.
it.
Well, Mario Lopez is now.
Well, it's
not that
George Lopez.
George, sorry. Yeah, sorry. Mario
Yeah,
Lopez show was totally different.
Yeah, AC Slater and Zach.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it
What
was
happened?
different.
What?
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 Well,
The
now we
George
moved into
Lopez. George
Zach.
Lopez was always funny.
No.
I thought so.
I thought it was pretty good.
No.
What do you mean? No, he wasn't.
I
That was always funny. All right. Well, let's get to it. We got the story up in the back from the
At
New
least
York.
he didn't steal jokes like.
right. Like that
Carlos
Carlos
Mencia.
Mencia. Yeah.
Because I thought Carlos Mencia was funny, and now I know
Right.
why. He was taking jokes.
How you
from
gonna
other
steal
people.
from Bill Cosby of all comedians? You're not gonna do
Right.
an open micer. You're gonna take from Bill Cosby.
I know. I mean, at least it didn't put his crowd to sleep.
Speaking of putting a crowd to sleep, we got the New York Post here with the story. Apparently, the feds raided the home of the interim New York Police Department Commissioner Thomas Donlan. So this is another guy after the other guy resigned, and everybody else is under investigation. And this is a week after his predecessor Edward Cabin resigned. So let's get into the story. This is.
Do they have dirt on the Clintons?
Or something. I mean, it's like either that or they're afraid of what they're going to tell the public about Diddy. So
is that
anyway,
the guy?
This guy?
If that's the guy, he looks like Huey Lewis, a 90-year-old Huey Lewis after a 3-week bender. That's what he looks like.
Fair enough.
See, all right. That was something I thought was funny. Therefore, somebody out there in the world had to think it was
That's
funny.
my thing.
Sorry.
Okay, all right.
Did I steal that? I stole that like Messiah stole from Cosby.
I'm used to it.
All right, let's get to it. Federal authorities raided the home of the New York Police Department interim commissioner Thomas Donlan on Friday, just over a week after his predecessor, Edwin Cabin, resigned following an FBI raid at his residence. That's not a great way to start your week. Donlan admitted to the search in a brief statement released by the department late Saturday night, saying that authorities took materials that came into my possession 20 years ago and are unrelated to my work with the New York City Police Department. He added that the department would not be commenting further as it's not an NYPD matter. This dude must have been dirty forever.
He's a politician?
Yeah.
Feels a little derivative. Yeah, of course he's dirty.
Oh.
He came in dirty.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well,
he's a New York politician.
Right?
Yeah.
Well, anyway, Donlan was pulled out of retirement from his federal law enforcement career to be the city's top cop. Did not specify which federal agency searched his home. Sources told the Post authorities are looking into whether he took classified documents while he was at the FBI and Department of Homeland Security.
There it is.
You mean blackmail material on the current administration? Anyway, the feds are sending a message to Mayor Eric Adams that no one is safe, as several members of his administration and inner circle are under investigation, another source said. As we have repeatedly said, we expect all team members to fully comply with any law enforcement inquiry. A law enforcement source told the Post that the feds are sending a message to Mayor Eric Adams that no one is safe. Didn't I just read that already?
Wait, did Mayor Adams also used to work at the FBI and may have taken classified documents with him when he left?
I don't know, but
okay, so it may not be related to him at all.
It also seems like it's probably related to a lot of other things. There's a lot of corruption in New York right now.
That guy behind Mayor Adams looks like he's constipated.
So to be clear, because this is the first I'm hearing of this story, they're claiming that the documents that were taken from his house or whatever were related to when he worked for the FBI rather than have anything to do with the NYPD.
Right, but the story about the NYPD corruption and the guy that resigned before Donlan was also kind of under the microscope as well when he resigned.
Okay.
And this is not the only one of these stories. This is just the most recent one of these stories.
I'm not understanding why people are why they're trying to say that this is a message to Mayor Adams that they're going to come after him when they're going after this guy for something not related to New York.
Oh no, I get it, but the feds really are after this guy. So.
They're after Adams.
Yeah, they're after Adams. They've been after Adams for a while.
Is it because of his family?
I don't know, but it's in the it's been in the news for a bit. So, but there you go.
I only get local.
What?
That's true. He only gets local San Juanito news.
Got a cold front moving in.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That's my local news.
All right. Well, anyway,
speaking of cold fronts.
Oh, Jolly's here.
Yeah, I set that up.
The strip club must be closed down.
That's not Jolly. That's Tom.
I can really fuck with people now.
that is a.
Let's discover together the power of scissors.
You didn't change it. I'm still on your Sno Dub.
You need me. We don't need men. You will see. We got more till and puffy. Down, down, going down on my sister. Rich, she's a sexy.
That is a strong intro song for yourself, like
That
your
is.
entrance music. Yeah.
That is wrestling intro stuff.
That's the edited cut.
Thank God. All right. Welcome, Tom. Not Jolly. That's so strange.
Hi, I'm Jolly. How's everybody doing?
You really aren't.
Puppets and shit.
Okay. Yeah. Again, this is a PG-13 show. But anyway,
When has it ever been a PG-13 show?
When has shit not been appropriate for PG-13?
When we've been okay.
Miss-
He's
Spell
right.
Tom's
I can
name
even
is-
say fuck as long as I don't
No.
say I want to fuck you.
Well, now
No.
can't do it twice, Tom.
Oh, I forgot to beep it. I can say fuck as long as I don't say I want you.
No, you can only say it once. Be cool, man. Be cool. This all explained in the movie. Be cool.
So
Difference.
Adams tapped Donlin, an NYPD
Oh,
outsider,
that's dirty.
to take over as New York City's interim commissioner on September 12th after Cabin, an NYPD vet of 30 years, abruptly resigned amid a federal investigation. Electronic devices were seized by federal agents at Cabin's and other city officials' home as part of what sources are describing as a sweeping corruption probe involving potential influence peddling. This is the guy that they got rid of right here, this fella.
Looks like an upright citizen, just like
Well, he's got good posture. He's got good posture. Anyway,
he immediately reminded me of the guy from The Wire.
yeah.
In West
yeah.
Baltimore? Oh, sorry, I can't say that.
Yeah. Thank you for respecting
Shoot,
the rating.
West Baltimore?
Fine.
I'm
I'll-
down with that. Jiggy.
Anyway, Cabin cited the media frenzy surrounding the investigation, as well as a probe into his twin brother, as a distraction for the department in his resignation letter. Others in Adams' inner circle, who were also ensnared by the federal dragnet, were Deputy Mayor for Public Safety Phil Banks, former NYPD official Tim Pearson, Schools Chancellor David Banks, and their brother Terrence Banks, and First Deputy Mayor Sheena Wright.
So basically, Huey Lewis's brother here was beaten by the heart of rock and roll.
Yeah, I think so.
But he's still beaten.
And maybe the FBI as well. But on Friday, the
Mhm.
city's head of asylum seeker services, wow, that's a terrible title, and
He's in prison. I wonder if he believes in love.
worthless department, Molly Schaefer was subpoenaed by federal authorities as part of the probe into Pearson. Donlin, a Bronx native, boasts a long resume in law enforcement at the local, state, and federal and international levels. My goodness. So apparently, the 57-year-old previously served as New York's director of the Office of Homeland Security, ran the FBI's National Threat Assessment Center, and the FBI NYPD Joint Terrorism Task Force. Wow, I wonder what he was corrupt about.
Is it just me, or does it seem odd that he kept being moved into all these different positions? Normally, if you're good at that high of a level, they're going to keep you around for a while. You know what I mean? Not continuously shift you around like you're a Catholic priest. They're trying to hide in different departments.
Oh my!
Hey, I see a little silhouette of a man. Scaramouche. When he accepted the position as interim commissioner, Donlin vowed to uphold the highest standards of integrity and transparency and support our dedicated officers who put their lives on the line every day to keep us safe. My goodness. Gentlemen, as I remove the story from the stream here, what's your assessment? What do you believe? Is this something we should pay attention to? Do you see a pattern of corruption in New York City, or is it just me?
I don't know if you can put it all on New York based on him. I mean, because again, a lot of that came from his time when he was working for federal agencies as well. It may be too broad of a brush to paint all of New York. Now, the mayor and everybody knows anybody at that level and in law enforcement or in city government, they're going to be corrupt. That's where all the corruption is, right? But it always falls down onto the actual police officers, the guys that are in the streets, and then they get those strays for it. But That's me. I'm always careful not to paint all of them as corrupt.
Well, I didn't say everybody in the New York Police Department was corrupt. I wouldn't even suggest that. But I was saying that there seems to be an awful lot of people at the top of Mayor Adams's government.
Yeah,
that seem to
I
be
was
having
just
some
clarifying
problems.
that. Yeah.
No, I feel that. I feel it. I feel it.
Why would
Yeah.
you feel it?
Because I'm the YouTube equivalent of Braille. When I speak, people feel me. That's why.
That was a nice save.
That was great. That was a great
Hold
I
on.
job.
didn't say it was funny. I just said it was a nice save.
Thanks.
There you go. Better. Or it was wholesome. So here you go.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
Also good.
I need to download a bunch of booze.
Yeah, you need like.
I am living in an.
But now you'd use it. You wouldn't really use this one with culture too much.
No, it's unfortunate.
And it's
With
still
culture.
going.
Culture, I use a lot of these. If I can get to it. There it is.
The fart sounds. Yeah, I was gonna say yeah. That was a good one.
Wow.
Culture
I can't-
wishes
I-
he was somewhere else.
I got to be honest. I'm kind of shocked. I'm kind of shocked that I feel too classy for this stream.
You want proof? You want proof that farts are always funny?
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead and make a sound. Oh yeah. That was a squeaker.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, maybe the rule of three. I guess we have to wait for 2 more for that funny to come in.
That was funny. That was pretty
It
funny.
was really funny. All right, folks. I
All
want
right,
you to
that
look
wasn't
at
that
Culture
funny.
Casino. Does
Why
Culture
is he
Casino...
dressed like a little German boy? I haven't figured that out yet.
I know, he's a little Dutch boy.
You do look like you're out looking for Ricola.
He looks like he drove his horse and buggy to the
He wants to
office.
sell us some paint.
Do you have a cough drop that you want to sell us? You know,
Culture Cola.
Stark.
Hey,
of
it's
Iron
Stark of Iron.
for 10 Culture Casino cash.
Oh
says
my
10.
God, the cock.
$10.
you know, I just want to say that people have this idea of me being the one that derails all the streams. It's not me.
No, it's me.
Did Culture just leave his own show?
I think
Oh,
he's just
well,
taking
I
a
mean,
break.
I told you, the buggy, he's got to go feed the horses. He's probably going to raise a barn, too.
He's married, I think, because of his beard, right? Yeah.
Yes.
Oh,
let's
yeah.
Let's keep vaping. Let's keep vaping.
He's pretty hot with that beard. Stark of
You're supposed
Iron
to be
for
vaping?
$10. That's 10 Culture Casino bucks before Alf takes it from me. Alf, that dirty bastard. Hail everyone on panel, mods, and chat. You know what, Stark of Iron? Hail to you. And that's from
Aye.
everyone on this panel because we're the cool kids. And Culture, he's just the little Dutch.
And by the
Oh,
way,
wait, there
Stark of Iron, we're going to get you on the show here. Or maybe we can get you on next Sunday. There might be more than one opening. Anyway, please apply in the back.
You're going to have to work for less than free.
And
Listen.
Mark Daly for 5. Culture
Hey,
Casino-
there's $5. Thank you very much. I don't have any.
So who's
You guys
the
might want to hurry up. Tim Maltz is in the barn.
So who's the next New York top cop of This Guy Doesn't Pan Out? Tom Selleck, the Huey Lewis lookalike, needs a new drug.
I want a new drug.
That's a good joke. That was a good joke. I like that joke. Thank you. You had a good joke. Somebody sounds like have a fan.
Yeah.
Okay.
I changed it.
Yeah.
So anyway, back to the question. What do you think's going on in New York City?
I don't think it's anything new. I think there's just more light on it.
No, okay. So it's been going on a long time.
What, corruption in New
Yeah.
York City?
Yeah.
That's what New York's built on.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
What was the hall there where all the gangsters were? They're in
Mountain
Gangs
King?
of New York.
City Hall?
No, Gangs of New York. You know, they had
Tammany
Tammany
Hall.
Hall. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
Tammany Hall, that's good.
that whole place was built on it.
Well, corruption's been around since pretty
It
much
was New
the
Amsterdam.
dawn of time.
Oh my gosh.
True.
You know what? Steve Jobs is joining us.
Why they changed it, I can't say. People just liked it better that way.
It's Steve
Hey.
Jobs.
Steve Jobs is here. And
He's muted. For our audio only
My karate
listeners.
is better than your ninja culture casino.
Not Chip Roy this week. Now I'm
Not
Steve
actually
Jobs.
Steve Jobs, yeah.
I don't know. I've never seen.
Well, Steve Jobs is dead, so I don't know how good that is. Of
Allegedly.
He looks like
I'm
a
on
very
my
healthy
way.
Steve Jobs. I mean,
Yeah.
Well, you know,
This
breathing
looks
does
healthy to
cause
you?
death.
I think we just
healthier
got,
than Steve Jobs did.
That's true.
I mean, it also healthier than he looks now.
Stage 4 pancreatic cancer. We'll do it to you.
don't sign me up for that.
Even when he didn't have the cancer,
I know he didn't look. Yeah, he didn't look.
he never looked like any. Like he always looked like a wind could knock his ass over.
He looked
This is
like
just making it seem like it was a lot meaner when Culture said, "Hey, here's Steve Jobs."
it was actually.
What's the dude's name from Smashing Pumpkins? You look like his grandfather.
Billy Corgan.
Yes.
Billy
His
Corgan could never
grandfather.
grow that beard.
I said he looks like his grandfather. Like there's like cousins, maybe.
beard. Then maybe I'd look like my grandpappy.
You know, you laugh, but that track they had on the Batman and Robin soundtrack, one of the greatest movie soundtracks of all time. Yep.
The end is the beginning.
The end is the beginning of the end.
That video is bananas.
Despite
Both
all my
versions were great.
rage, I am still just a rat in a cage.
All right. Of
Actually, the
all
using of
music-
that song for The Watchmen was also fantastic.
Pretty
for
good.
the trailer.
R.
He's-
Kelly's Gotham City was
Yeah.
good too.
If Dennis the Menace
She got
or
them
the kid
titties.
from Home Alone, who are both annoying as heck, and no, you know what? He's the kid from that "I'll Shoot Your Eye Out" Christmas movie that people seem to like. That
You'll
leg
shoot
lamp. and all
your
that
The
stuff.
Christmas Story.
Yeah, he's that little
Peter
annoying
Billingsley?
kid grown up to sing. That because he sounds like he needs to get his ass beat. That's just it.
Merry-Go-Round
He is
says,
kind of a little whiny bitch.
Mhm.
Merry-Go-Round says that the 60 years of heavy drug use in Hollywood has gotten us to this point. No lies.
We need
You think
more.
it's only been
actually-
60 years?
Kind of like
What
in the
do you
music
think?
business.
Yeah. What do you think got Judy Garland through?
I was gonna say
Wizard
that
of
was
Oz?
the bad shit. You're talking about the heroin and the all that
Yeah.
shit back in the day.
It's only bad
nowadays,
if you
They need cocaine back, is what they need.
Yes, they do.
Need to be on
Oh.
coke.
If we could get well, Don Simpson's not around, but if we get Jerry Bruckheimer in about I don't know a good 8-ball, I think he could make another
No,
great.
but if they, well, all they got to do is snort Don Simpson's ashes. See,
Anyway,
that'll do it.
Black Samurai's onto something here because there are businesses closing in New York City. Also, no tourists are going there, so local businesses are shutting down. Plus, people are still breaking into storefronts and taking their stuff right in the middle of the day. So I think there's some problems in New York, but that's just a guess.
anyway, yes.
Late
So culture
60s,
wants to talk
70s.
about New York. New York.
All right.
That's what they call it up there.
All right. So, who here has lived in New York City?
Not me.
Hell no.
Lived?
No.
No.
I don't even think I've ever been to the East
Never
Coast.
even visited.
Who has that? Oh, look at all these hands. All right. Right there it is. I'm raising my hand. I have. Okay.
Why?
I actually loved it.
Even when King Kong attacked?
Well, that was great because there's so much fertilizer in the monkey poo. Made everything
What a-
green.
What about the day after tomorrow? That seemed like it was rough.
It was rough, but
What
we
about
made it
Godzilla
through.
98? Nobody liked that attack.
It's better than what people say, I think. And I think P Diddy had a little good song for it. It wasn't
bad. Too soon.
it wasn't Deeper Blue or
Dun-dun-dun,
Uh,
dun-dun-dun,
it wasn't LL Cool J with from Deep Blue
I
Sea,
can
but
rap over Led Zeppelin, and I think I'm cool.
Cashmere.
I think it was better in its original
Thought I told you
version
that you
before
won't
it was
stop.
destroyed by him.
Mr. Drow says, I worked there for a couple days. Smelled like piss and desperation. Excellent.
Yes.
So you loved it,
Yeah,
huh?
but what
so
about
when
the
were
rest
you
of the
there?
city?
1962?
Me? I was there from basically 6-7 months before 9/11
Oh,
to
okay.
2014.
All
So
right.
this was when Giuliani had cleaned it up because the 70s were bad. And
I was gonna
not
say, yeah.
70s rock fan, but the 70s in New York were really bad. Times Square was nothing but peep shows and sex stuff and all kinds of that. And there was the garbage strike and garbage was piled up and everything. Because if you've lived in New York, you know that all the garbage is outside on the street. and for all these restaurant stuff, they keep it underground. Almost everything goes underground, kitchens, all that stuff, everything there. And then it all goes out on the street. It's just an amazing amount of garbage on the street because of.
Well, I was just going to say, yeah,
high-rises.
because there's only like 3 or 4 times in New York's history where it was actually decent. To
Right.
probably live
I was about to.
there.
Right.
Like,
Yeah, I was about to bring that up. Like there
Yeah, I
at
was
one
there during that
point.
time.
At one point, the different fire departments would hire gangsters to fight when they would get to a fire.
Yes.
It was bananas. Yeah.
But
The
after 9/11,
Teamsters?
everything changed. I
Well,
was
when-
there and saw that happen. Yeah. And then right after Superstorm Sandy came in and wiped out most of everything south of 52nd Street, and the South Street Seaport went up and all that other stuff, it just seemed to go downhill from there.
Hey, that's a
But-
really cute Dalmatian you got there. Be a horrible tragedy if you got a broken leg, if you know what I mean.
You know what I mean?
You know, the insurance companies would send people to rob a house that's on fire before the actual robbers had a chance to get in there. That was part of the insurance plan. Like, no bullshit. When there was a fire, everybody would hear the bells on the engines, and people would just start running to the fire.
Gotta loot it.
Yep. That was back when they were independent. There was different fire departments, and you had to pay them individually, like contracts, which is kind of coming back for some reason. Yeah, it was a wild time.
It'd be kind of interesting to see that happening now.
There was a story not too long ago about a place in Tennessee. A dude's house got burnt down, and he didn't know he was supposed to be paying those dues to the fire department, and they let it burn.
I've heard of that shit. Is anybody else going to point out that the Culture took off that gay little coat he had on?
Well, I feel like we've, talked enough about New York City's problems.
Well, I mean, what's going to happen in New York City? There's a great group of people in New York City. There's a lot of stuff. The greatest food I've ever had has been one in New York. And there was a good sense of community and stuff there. I've seen the Christmases at Rockefeller Center, and I've seen the Rockettes, and I've seen Stomp. What a phenomenal show Stomp was. I've seen stuff on Broadway and all that. I saw the best of what
Wait,
New York
Franklin?
can be. No, I didn't
Stomp?
watch Hamilton.
No, Franklin, the Stomp. Remember that song?
Oh, yeah. I know what you're talking about. I'm more of a George Clinton kind of funky bunch kind of funk person. But anyway,
Franklin, yeah.
Franklin.
Yeah, he had to be awesome live.
But Avenue Q was great. Rent was great. I saw plays and, Spam-A-Lot. What a great show. So, spam. And I got to see it with everyone except for Hank Azaria. No, I got to see it with Hank Azaria. It was everyone except for Curry, who had played the King in the original cast. And that was upsetting, but I'll get over it.
The only Broadway
Just
show
sorry.
I saw was Sweeney Todd, but in New Jersey Girl.
Oh, wow, that was good. Sweeney Todd was good. Mrs. Flew and I
not
have had
Jersey
a
Girl.
Thanksgiving dinner on Thanksgiving in Times Square. It was
Okay.
really good.
Well, real quickly, I just want to say thank you for wonderful tourism in New York City. We're going to move on to our next subject, which probably will have new ways to.
Oh, am I supposed to press buttons?
Yeah.
Which one do you want?
Well, there's an order.
Neighbors bothering you with their loud music?
You know what's in there?
Your boss or coworker harassing you?
Wait, what? Who said that?
Maybe you have a roommate who cries in their sleep. Bully Mays here with a solution that proves every problem has a mortality rate. Introducing Shank Crate, your all-in-one monthly subscription box that can take care of those in-your-face issues. Each box contains new and unique materials for you to build your very own custom shank.
Oh my gosh.
And for your protection, the contents of each box are totally secret until you receive it. And not only does it create solutions, it also serves as a creative outlet, like an adult form of Lego.
Oh, yeah. Right? That is a literal knife's edge.
Maybe you, like some of our other customers, have questions.
Can I bring it to school?
Who's ever heard of a pencil not being allowed at school?
Can you store it in a pocket?
Absolutely.
What if you don't, have any pockets?
Your discretion. Whether you're conscientious about the earth or just not opposed to being a good steward of the environment, each Shank Crate and its contents are made of 100% recycled materials to make sure we're environmentally friendly. And if you order now, we'll be extra sensitive to the environment and keep all the original fingerprints on the items for your convenience. All for the low cost of $19.99 a month. Call 626-831-9333 to get your Shank Crate today. If you call now and secure your monthly subscription for only $19.99, you'll get your very own alibi insurance for those slightly stickier situations. But wait again, there's even more. To be inclusive, culturally respectful, and as patriotic as possible, each monthly box is themed after a unique prison in the US of A. So call 626-831-9333 now to get your very own unique, patriotic, and environmentally friendly Shank Crate with your own personal alibi insurance.
I've got to put together the drama bull run.
All right. Thanks for being back, everybody. That's right. Yeah, a little behind the scenes stuff. And boy, did I think I picked the wrong one that I was going to share. Oh boy. Anyway, we're going to cover and talk about Venom 3, and the best thing about it is it's going to be the popcorn bucket. That's right. You're going to get a wonderful, wonderful Venom-shaped popcorn bucket. And it's going to be so lovely and delicious. I don't know if you guys are going to be prepared for the popcorn bucket. Let's take a look at it. There we go.
Floridian slip.
Yeah, there is Floridian slip indeed. Speaking of Floridian slip, we've got the popcorn bucket for Venom. This is the last dance, and I say thank goodness. Might bite your hand off. I doubt it because it's the back of his head, not his mouth. But you'll see that in a minute. So. The crazy collector's popcorn bucket trend continues with the reveal of Regal Theater's popcorn bucket for Venom: The Last Dance. As you'll see, it looks like it could bite your hand off while reaching in for a handful of popcorn. It's a fun and playful design. I don't know about that. But Tom Hardy's returning in Venom as one of Marvel's greatest and most complex characters for the final film in the trilogy, and I can say nothing but thank goodness. Here's the bucket itself.
You haven't liked these films?
The first one was okay. The second one was not great, and the third one I have low expectations for. Since Tom is our popcorn aficionado, Tom, are you going to get this bucket?
Probably not.
You're not getting this one?
It looks weird. Like, why is his mouth agape like that? It just looks...
Well, it's veiny, too.
It's not even it's not open in a way you can even put your wiener in it.
There's a hole in the bottom.
Oh, hi, CC. We got a Canadian here.
Yeah. Hi, CC.
I don't think there's a hole in the bottom either. The number one thing I think about when I get a popcorn bucket is, can I put my penis in it? All right. And looking at this.
I don't want that. That's too much teeth.
Well, they're too far apart either way. I mean, look, this was a perfect design.
So you're not that thick, you're saying?
They got it right the first time. And then, just to keep consistent, they did the same thing with Wolverine. So in case I want a night with Hugh Jackman, I'm good to go.
Right. Jacking it.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Yeah, see? Look.
Man, I got the cheap one.
That is better head, yes.
See, I mean, this is the whole point of these. You really think I'm going to put popcorn in this crap? No. This is all about my penis.
Yeah, I refused to get the Dune one because it looked too feminine. I was like, no, gross, pass. So I went with the other ones.
I kind of understand that with you.
Yeah. Oh,
now, if they had the butt one or something like that from like Deadpool, you probably would have got it.
I got the Wolverine one, but I couldn't get tickets to the
Wolverine butt.
Well, I had to go to the poor people theater to see it because I waited too late to get tickets, so they didn't have the good ones. The quality of the bucket.
Honestly, it's these kind of things though that have been helping the theaters, and they help make the studios a few extra bucks. I'm sure a lot of these movies are doing really well.
Nobody's buying
because of some of these
figurines
buckets.
anymore. They're just collecting the buckets. And I like the buckets better than I like figurines anyway.
Well, and I even got like my Ghostbuster ones back there behind me.
Yeah, that one was cool.
Yeah, I like the one that we got. It was the trap.
Oh, I
And
didn't
I
even
thought it
show
was
the
pretty
piece
nice.
of resistance. I mean, this has
You got
got to
your
be the
piece
best
one?
bat bucket. Yeah, this is best bat bucket ever, and I can't even put my penis in it.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Oh dang! Turns on.
Mm-hmm.
You open it up like this, and yeah, no way of putting your penis in this one. You don't want to anyway; you'll get stuck.
Mm-hmm.
But like, yeah, and it actually does throw a bat signal. So I do it too
Just
long, and
change
bat
this
time will
segment
show
to
up.
Tom problems.
Yeah. Well, he asked. I'm
Okay,
telling him.
really quickly. You can see that Venom's. You can't actually reach in his mouth. The popcorn bucket itself is. You have to open the flap in the back of its head.
Yeah, that's like the
And
Wolverine.
that's a failure.
Yeah, it's kind of lame.
I'm just saying. It's the truth.
You did what to who when?
I don't know. Anyway, yeah. So that was that segment. That was a lot of fun.
Hey, that was pretty funny. You got a lot of penis jokes in there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm not sure I was looking for
Culture
those.
got a lot of penis.
He did.
Yeah.
People are happy that segment's over now.
Yeah, and I'm one of them.
Gay, 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 he's so fucking gay, 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 gay.
When I
Does
launch
it count
my
if the beep is after the swear word?
when I launch my new
at
channel next week, soundboards are banned across the board. No one's allowed to have one.
I'm hooking mine up then.
Nope, everybody has to go analog. We're going cup, string, cup. That's the only way we're going to do audio on my new channel.
Cup, string, cup. What are we doing? Playing football?
I can't trust you guys. I can't trust you guys not to have a soundboard attached to some shit. You know, I got to do analog, old school.
So you're gonna make us go 2 panelists, 1 cup, and Sid?
Only if you love each other.
Take a taste, it's so sweet and creamy, it feels like a dairy dream come true. Hand packed for your pleasure, it's Bull's Milk ice cream. Take a taste, it's so sweet and creamy, it feels like a dairy dream come true. Hand packed for your pleasure, it's Bull's Milk ice cream. Bull's Milk ice cream, it's a dairy dream. Exploders in your mouth, it will make you shout. Bull's Milk ice cream, answering the question, do you spit or swallow?
Well, thanks for staying. However many of you did, I appreciate that. You guys are amazing. Thanks for being here. No, I'm kidding, of course. And look, I wanna say that that of course today's story we couldn't avoid. This one in particular, it's why I was trying to be funny leading into it. It didn't work out very well, obviously. We got a lot of firm responses from the panel, but some anyway.
Oh, wait.
Yeah, that was a joke. Yeah.
Yeah, I
again-
got that.
Yeah, and we're gonna get to Tom's favorite story after this one, but this one is the diddler. He was arrested and he ain't getting out of jail ever. They set his bail
Right.
at something extraordinary, and they're about to keep him there forever. And I think everybody probably assumes that they've already confiscated all of his blackmail material, for their own use. That'd be my guess, but I'm going to bring in everybody here on the panel to
You are
actually
correct, sir.
to actually talk about it. Now, I'm making an assumption here, gentlemen, that you've all seen this story. I hope you have. I sent it to you.
He's like Bobby Brown, only not dead, sir. Ah,
Bobby Brown's not dead.
Oh,
Thank God, right? Imagine if we
So
lost
is
him.
he
Whitney
stiff
Houston
or is he
is.
warm?
Yeah, Whitney's dead.
Yeah.
sorry.
There's a lot of his friends in Hollywood freaking out.
And we're on a death countdown to a P. Diddy right now, I'm sure.
Well, it seems like 50 Cent was right.
Yeah, Fitty.
Because all of a
Fitty
sudden
is,
he's on Suicide Squad watch.
Yeah.
Who's the other one? Was it Cat? That was.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, Cat Williams?
100% right.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I can
Wild
understand
stuff.
why not a lot of people believe Cat Williams if you've paid attention to his life recently. You know what I mean? Before he cleaned up a little bit.
Yeah. Well, let's jump right into the story. I do have it. I have it queued up for a good time. Apparently, the trafficking probe that Diddy underwent. You've got Hollywood stars are scared to death to speak out. Experts say. I guess he's ordered held without bail after his arrest on multiple adult interactivity charges. Of course.
It's like, did you see that J-Lo has her lawyer on speed dial just in case?
Yeah.
I'm sitting here going, just in case what, bitch?
What
the fuck?
just in case she gets busted for Jenny on the Block had a Glock. He snuck that gun into P. Diddy allegedly in that
I know
club.
there was that whole thing, but what does that got to do with trafficking and stuff, though?
Well, I think it all plays into it because it's over years that he has all this built up.
Yeah, he's been
Decades?
Supposedly, yes. Thank you, CC. He's been running an organization, is what they're saying, and racketeering and RICO and all kinds of stuff. The R things are bad when it comes to law enforcement. But anyway,
did you learn from Batman Begins? Yes.
Yeah, exactly. The arrest on Tuesday, some of Hollywood's biggest stars have weighed in. Others, including
Wow,
former...
Comix Division's here, a real star. Sorry.
Who?
I snuck in a high.
Hey, Comix, are you joining us tonight?
Oh yeah, I'm here. I'm just not responding.
Good plan.
Yeah, I thought so.
Yeah. Anyway,
He was on Brahma's show this morning.
Don't worry, I'll
Brahma's
leave
show
soon.
was extra gay.
Wait,
true.
Extra gay like talks.
Mm-hmm. It was almost Toxic Man Flu.
I get paid to do that, by the way.
Yeah, and
Culture, did you see people deleting their tweets frantically?
Yeah,
this morning?
entire
7,000.
accounts. Entire accounts. And Deeple shows up for five culture casino cash and says, I just showed up. And I'm already getting abused with this degeneracy and shenanigans. I blame Comix since he isn't here. And as such,
now he showed up.
He cannot defend himself. Fail chat and panel.
Yes, I can.
Oh,
yes,
look
I
who's
can.
here.
That would be
George.
you.
That would be you, Comix. Welcome. And thank you, Deeple.
Hey, Deeple, I blame Tox.
I'm going to blame Tom mostly, especially for
just because it's true
Everybody
doesn't mean
does.
it doesn't get tiring.
Anyway.
Comix actually has a very virulent self-defense mechanism. He makes you watch things like Agatha All Along and The Acolyte and
all of
Oh,
those
well,
Which
it
you
could-
are
it could be
still a
worse.
bastard.
You could be inventorying product right now.
Oh,
kind of
wait, you're
product?
inventorying the product? Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Yay, because I'm going to sell the product.
We selling Coke now?
I'm just shifting
Yes.
my
I was going to
product.
say, is this all code for drugs? 'Cause I
Yes.
want in.
Tom, it's all code for drugs.
I'm just shifting my product from side to side. Shifting my
Sign me
product
up.
from side to side.
People don't realize that
What
Comix
is this?
Division used to teach high school chemistry.
That was 3-1 Mafia, dude.
Is that one of your former roommates?
Others, including former and current friends of Combs, have remained
Cousins,
silent.
brothers, sisters.
Was Diddy your former roommate?
He was.
Oh, dude, that would be the greatest ending to this multi-year bit about who your roommate was if it turned out to be Diddy. I'm gonna take that silence as a yes.
He is being very
Hey, there's the
quiet
story.
right now. I don't like
Others-
this.
Others,
We keep
including
interrupting him.
former and current friends of Combs, have remained silent out of fear, according to an expert. The music mogul was charged with
Keeps calling him
racketeering,
Combs like he knows him.
conspiracy,
Isn't it
Combs the
Coombs?
desert.
trafficking by force, fraud or coercion,
Oh, he was forcing some stuff.
and transportation to engage in,
why
selling
you need all
somebody
that
else's
lube.
services. He faces a minimum of 15 years behind bars and a maximum sentence of
Thought I told
life.
you that we won't stop.
Life. And while the high-profile case has sparked responses from Fitty, Aubrey O'Day, Kesha, Mary J.
Kesha's
Blige.
someone who got screwed over by this group.
Oh,
Mary J.
Kesha's
Blige.
Mace is another one who spoke out recently too. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that's the one I keep bringing up. And then I seen he was in a picture in a bed with J-Lo and Aaliyah. Didn't Aaliyah die before she was like 20 or 19 or something like that?
I don't know how old she was, but I know that
She was pretty young.
hooking up with R. Kelly around the age of
No, that's
17,
that's a
16,
bad one.
something like that.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
All of
My
these
ass.
people are
Yeah,
connected.
allegedly.
I think we know it, even though it's not
I'm just
So
gonna
here's
say,
a question for you guys.
explicitly implied yet.
Did anybody see that meme? Like where it's like, hey, my man, where it's like when R. Kelly sees P. Diddy walking.
Hey, they'll be wearing the same colors soon. Hey, Culture, here's one that's topical.
Hey, Cyrano for 2. Culture Casino Cash says,
Thank
wonder
you.
what Oprah is thinking right now.
Uh-huh. You hear that
You
sound?
get a
Those
freak
bunch of
off, and you
schools.
get a freak off, and you get a freak off.
I'm pretty sure she's thinking about sniper rifles right now.
She's probably
there's a good one.
She's probably thinking about orange is the new black.
Oh.
She's wondering
Does
if
she
she
actually
can
have,
get
does she
Gale
actually have
as her
ties to
president.
P.
That
Diddy? I
was
mean,
a
is that
double
actually a thing?
joke. What?
So does she actually have ties to P. Diddy? Is that actually a thing?
Yeah,
Yeah.
she all of
So
her
does
best,
Kamala.
all of her best pals. Yeah.
There's a big diddling ring, is what this is.
Yeah. Well,
Here's okay. Not to go too
Diddy-
deep
is it
down
a
the
Diddy ring?
conspiracy
It's a Diddy
comics.
ring.
This is what some people think is going on here. Notice how he does have connections with people like Oprah, Kamala, and all of a sudden this
They're
shit's
cleaning
happening.
this up.
They're cleaning house. They went in and they took all the shit because what the deal is what everybody's
What I
saying
said.
is this yeah, well,
Rama said
I'm
that.
saying it now so people are listening.
Oh, I can't believe you said that to Chip Roy, man. He's a congressman.
This was all an open secret 20
Boy, will
years
kick
ago.
your ass, man.
I was like, you're right. Why are they only now dealing with it?
Because they got to clean up the evidence. He's got all the
Exactly,
fucking
right?
blackmail. He's got all the videos of all these motherfucking politicians, musicians, and Hollywood elites doing shit they shouldn't be doing. Or
Calm
getting
down.
shit done to
this
them. they
fucker's
shouldn't
getting
be getting
Epstein,
done.
man. He's getting Epstein.
Oh, yeah. We've all been making that joke. Sorry, Culture.
Yep.
Go ahead. I didn't mean to be a prick.
Okay. Anyway, so back to the list of names. J-Lo, Naomi Campbell, Ashton Kutcher. Ooh, that's bad. Jay-Z. None of whom are implicated in the criminal case have been notably quiet because they're notably on those videotapes, as Tom pointed out. So they are scared to death of their brands bleeding out with fans over ties to Diddy. And worse, they fear if they cross him, things could end in disaster. Well, why is that?
Diddy dum diddy do.
So he's saying that they may tie some blankets together in his cell and it just happens to be there. And,
Somebody's going to go
and
for a
they may not
cigarette
use it.
break at the wrong time.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Mm. Well, Doug Elridge, founder of Achilles PR, one of the disaster agencies, says no shortage of reasons Combs' acquaintances haven't weighed in. Outside of Fitty, the overwhelming majority of the music and entertainment industry have either remained inconspicuously silent or spoken only in hushed tones regarding the rumors and now federal indictment surrounding P. Diddy.
So, you know what that tells you?
Mm-hmm.
When all this stuff was happening and bringing these people in these parties and doing all this stuff and things like that, like Madison Cawthorn
Mm-hmm.
was telling everybody about the representative who when all it was happening, 50 Cent was the only one that walked in and went, F this shit, I'm out immediately.
Yeah.
The rest of them, they don't know what or when somebody was recording them doing something they know would destroy them.
Everything was being recorded at all times at every angle in his house.
Right. And that's why 50 Cent went in, saw that stuff, and walked right the heck out. He's also been shot 9 times.
But we also saw that just because you get the guy in charge doesn't mean you're ever going to get any of the people that were actually trafficked or the clientele.
Mm-hmm.
Because we've been
Well, see,
waiting
when-
for that list for quite a while now.
I was
Oh,
gonna
that's
say
not
there's
coming out.
always there's a big huge connection with all of us. Just like all of a sudden the threads started showing up between the dude who took shots at Trump this last week here and fucking Diddy all of a sudden. Like, what the hell's that all about?
I'm just
I
saying.
didn't see that.
You just need a series of distractions. Yeah, look, the lists are out there. They'll make it out in front of others.
Are out there.
Yeah. And you anyway, this story I thought was worth covering because I mean, it's extensive, it's broad, and it's terrifying. The scope and scale of evidence that was collected during the federal raid, including phones, computers, and now more than 50 individuals who are reportedly cooperating as witnesses. Did you hear that? 50
cent.
That's a lot.
I mean, he hired a lot of hoes.
But it's the right ones to implicate him and not others.
And that's the point, because third, the purported depth and reach of those who might be complicit and therefore compromised for having participated in Diddy's illicit extravaganzas, let's say. There's Jenny from Round the Block, formerly married to the dude.
Check her purse because he got that Glock.
Was she married to Diddy?
I guess they just dated.
I mean, she was just
Dated from
giving him
1999.
No, she was married to Affleck. That's last I knew.
Most recently.
But
Most recently.
did they meet
Not
when she was a
anymore.
fly
They got
girl?
divorced.
Was she still a fly girl when they
Yeah,
hooked
she
up, or was
was
that
a fly
afterwards?
girl. She was a fly girl at one point.
Yeah, but
In
anyway,
living color.
in 2003, Lopez spoke about the breakup to Vive, telling the outlet, "It was the first time I was with somebody who wasn't faithful. I was in this relationship with Puffy, where I was totally crying crazy and going nuts. It literally took my whole life into a tailspin, and I never caught him, but I just knew. He'd say he was going to a club for a couple hours and then never come back that night."
Of course, he would call me to bring him his Glock.
Nice.
Yeah. The two reunited at the after party of her Las Vegas residency in 2018. A rep for Lopez did not immediately respond to Fox's Digital's request for comment. Kutcher, there you go. There's the diddler.
Who's known for hanging out with very interesting people.
Yeah.
And not knowing anything about their activities.
Yeah.
Kutcher has been adjacent to a lot of stuff.
Well, yeah, especially the Scientology
Danny
stuff.
Masterson.
Yeah. But anyway,
Oh no, what happened with him?
So that 70s show actor first bonded with Combs over their shared love of pranking people. During an appearance on Hot Ones in 2019, Kutcher was overwhelmed with his memories and couldn't pick one Diddy party story to share. Yeah, because they're all not safe for work, would be my guess.
Or he doesn't remember them.
Also true. Wow, I've got a lot I can't tell. I can't tell that one either.
No,
Actually,
he woke up with a sore backside, probably.
I don't know, but actually cycling through them, our relationship is really bizarre because it started over punked because he's like, "Yo, you can't punk me," and I was like, "I don't know what to tell you. Everybody's on the table." Diddy apparently said, "Not me. I'm off the table." So
but I'm on that
on the
dick.
table, literally.
I don't know. So that started our
Off the
conversation.
table and into the swing.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
earlier this
Probably
year,
taken from the swing.
That's
there
true.
we go.
Yeah. Earlier this year, a source told Daily Mail Kutcher would not be involving himself in the investigation surrounding Combs. He's
Wait,
like,
is that his choice?
well, let's see what he says.
He's like, hold on there,
Yeah.
guys. I'm not involving myself. You're gonna have to go
Yeah,
question somebody else.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah, go-
I'm gonna
yeah.
take a pass.
Yeah, thanks. There's no way in heck Ashton or Mila will be showing any sort of public support for Diddy right now, according to a source. Regardless of Ashton's long history with him, he is distancing himself from Diddy since ex-girlfriend Cassie's lawsuit, and even more so in the wake of new ones. Jay-Z!
Looks like he found another problem, huh?
Yeah, and a lady
I
isn't
got
the
that
one.
reference.
And a
Thank
lady
you.
isn't the one. Anyway, rose to fame in the 90s and their respective hip hop careers. They often supported each other throughout the years and have been spotted at various parties together. I bet they have. In 1997, the pair collaborated on a track, which was featured on Combs' debut studio album, No Way Out. During a 2015 appearance on Sway in the Morning, Combs discussed his future plans to go into business
shit.
with Jay-Z.
Can I guess real quick?
Yeah, of course you can.
It's amazing that someone in the world made Suge look like an okay guy. You know what I mean? Suge Knight is no angel, but looking back over everything, I think he's the winner on who's the better dude.
I was just saying that the other day.
Like you remember Suge at the short?
Suge's all sitting there out there going like, "Look, I run a motherfucker over. I probably had about 20,000 people killed, but I at least never traffic no kids."
Right. I'm pretty sure he does a podcast. I'm pretty sure Suge Knight does a podcast.
He's a
yes.
podcaster now. He's a podcaster.
Oh, I gotta check those out, man.
Yeah.
He called it too. He's like, "Look, if you don't want a producer that has to be on every one of your tracks, come here." You know what I mean? Remember that? That was a Source Awards reference.
Something like that. This is very close.
Yeah, that was him throwing shade at Puffy.
Yeah.
He says, me and Jay, we talked about it. We said we want to pick the best one. It's going to have to be that one thing that gets it all the way popping. Well, you think he's involved in this? Yeah, I think that's the only way we'll be able to get true economic power if we do things together. That's the next level for hip hop. So there's that. Naomi Campbell. Oh, this is bad news, kids. This is bad news. So a longtime friend of Combs is Naomi Campbell. Threw a lavish 54th birthday party for the rapper in 2023. He's close to my age.
That's recent.
However, shortly after the Cassie lawsuit,
did you hear that, man?
Wait, yeah, was that a clue?
Cassie accused Combs of abuse and moving people about
Look how
later
red
that
he's
year.
getting.
Campbell seemingly deleted all of her posts and Combs from social media. Uh-oh.
I'm pretty sure I saw him in that music video, "Bad Boys for Life" at the golf course.
Aubrey,
I told you that we won't stop.
There's a lot of plastic.
Aubrey O'Day. Look at all these people, guys.
Did you see? I sent you all that big thing on DMs a long time ago when this first popped with like Cuba Gooding Jr. sitting there with the most uncomfortable, like lingering look he had at the dude. You remember what I'm talking about? The original lawsuit that busted this whole thing open.
Cassie's?
Is that a guy? It was the bodyguard dude or whatever that brought the lawsuit. Maybe it was the second one.
I don't know. I know another one of the bodyguards posted some audio of supposedly Puffy doing some nasty shit to a dude. Yeah.
Boy, did I not want to know any of this stuff.
I mean, a friend of mine in the karaoke community used to be a tour manager, and I was talking to him about that once. And what drove him out of that industry completely was just how prevalent the diddling was. It's like, if you find a band or an artist who isn't involved in this crap, everybody knows they're not because they're one of the good ones. It's like they're the exception to the rule. And it feels like that sometimes, right?
This is crazy
that's the impression
stuff.
I got.
This is crazy stuff. I mean, we're in a weird situation. You know what? I'm going to take a super break because we got a couple supers I want to get to. I find it odd that this it must have been going on for a couple decades. What do you guys think?
Yeah. I mean, it's going to have to be, man. It's going to have to be a limited series when it comes out on Netflix. Did he or didn't he?
This was an open joke when I was in high school.
I was going to say, like CC was just bringing up, like, look, this kind of thing has been a part of the industry for years. Like, people forget that what's-his-face from Led Zeppelin practically kidnapped a, like, 12-year, 13-year-old girl or whatever it was for how long? And, like, people just forget about that shit because they're musicians and they get away with it. Diddy, on the other hand, he's done it so organized and he's probably made so many enemies with all his, blackmail. See, that's what I think has gotten him in trouble. Not even, well, yeah, there's that too, and Tupac is possibly one of them. But that's what I think a bigger problem here is too, and this is where I think that people are coming down on him now because they know damn well, especially if somebody like Trump gets into office, all this shit's gonna come out, right? But now if they get on into this now, they can destroy all the evidence that makes certain people look bad. That's the way I see it. I'm maybe talking conspiratorial,
but they already look bad, right? And John Coleman.
Let them. They'll rather look bad this way by just being a friend of him, like Weinstein, as long as they can wash their fucking hands of it. Well, right? Like that's the difference.
Situation.
End of the day, he was right. Mo money, mo problems.
Yeah, well, John Coleman is right. For 10 Culture Casino cash, he says a Swedish YouTuber estimated the average size of the toys to be 5 inches. Totaling 1.5 football fields in length. Did you see that bathtub full of adult interactivity toys?
Hey, did I make a comment about this the other day and someone said I was wrong?
No, I think you're right.
No, I don't remember that.
I said you were wrong.
But I
said it hadn't been confirmed.
And of course, John says, I told him none of my toys are below 7 inches. What are your thoughts on the size?
Well,
7's bigger.
You know,
I mean,
the dick should be bigger than the toy. That's my opinion.
Whose toy?
How did we get here?
We just got
I
into
know,
a personal
Culture,
part
you
of
wanna
CC
brought up the
that I
article.
didn't want to.
This is your family show.
I'm gonna take a break for a second.
John,
You know,
John,
Don't want to be associated with this.
there's a couple of lies in life that are huge.
Like toxic man flu?
Right. Culture saying that he's PG-13 and runs a family show is probably the biggest lie since Epstein didn't kill himself.
Oh, come on now. You're forgetting about all the Disney stuff Iger says.
What?
Mm-hmm. That's blatant lie.
Tim, knock it off.
Oh, boy.
Dick is a valid name, and people have that name, and we should not shame them for having that name.
Are you reading Super Jet? I need to go get something to drink.
Donovan,
Totally need to
I'm trying.
shame them.
I'm trying. But anyway, for $2, John Coleman sends another batch of Culture Casino cash and says, I'm putting in a FOIA for pics of the toy.
So would that
See,
be
I
a
would
Toya
FOIA the
request?
crap out of
It's a
this.
Toya request.
Oh, that was good. That was really good.
Comics,
Yeah.
you did it funny. Good job. Anyway, Southern Bell 7777. Hello, Southern Bell for 5.
Hey.
Culture
Oh, she's
Casino
brought
cash.
up games.
Yeah, and by the way, Kardashians, yes. Corey, Chris's boyfriend, is the fixer. Watch clips of Keeping Up. Chris called herself the boss, going to bars with a young Justin. Let me tell you the pictures of Justin being manhandled by Pink. Oh my. And he was on stage. Everybody in the world saw that happen.
Bieber got deflowered.
I don't know. But
That poor Canadian boy.
He certainly ran the heck away from Hollywood when he had the opportunity, didn't he?
After his parents sent him to hang out with Diddy for 2 straight days by himself as a minor.
That's a problem.
Yeah. He's not what he used to be.
Can you use the censored one of those?
No.
Okay.
We're late enough in the show.
50 Cent.
I don't have the censored version.
Hey, if I get the golden dollar sign, we're gonna talk. Anyway,
Get it reviewed.
Here I am.
Once they see your really bad intro, they're gonna be like, "There's no way this guy's swearing."
Here, it's easy to do. I did this.
Well, you know what's even more
Send that to Tom.
than that is the fact that you bleeped it. That makes it even more.
Exactly. I like the rotating fist thing. They have multiple ones of those too. They have them like purple and all the different colors of the quote unquote rainbow flag.
Culture's just sitting there going, "I lost control the moment Connor showed up."
Shortly after Combs' arrest, 50 Cent appeared to have responded in a social media post. This is going to be good. Here I am keeping good company with the Drew Barrymore show, and I don't have 1,000 bottles of lube at the house. He captured the photo alongside Drew Barrymore. The rapper was seemingly referencing the more than 1,000 bottles of baby oil and lubricant discovered during raids at Combs' homes in March. That's a lot.
I don't think he'll need lube with Drew Barrymore. She's
What a weird thing to say.
I think he will need lube where he's going.
Shine, a former Bad Boy rapper and current politician in Belize, discussed his history with the fallen mogul. When I was an 18-year-old kid just wanting to do nothing other than make my mother proud and make Belize proud and be recognized for my talent and take over the world, I was defending him. And now he turned around and called witness to testify against me. He pretty much sent me to prison, Shine said during a press conference Wednesday. I forgave, I moved on, but let us not pretend as if I was in Miami for a Thanksgiving and Christmas. Shine, who now serves as the leader of the opposition in the Belize House of Representatives, was a rising star in the hip-hop world when he signed with Bad Boy Records in 1998. 1 year later, Shine joined Diddy and his girlfriend at the time, Jennifer Lopez, at the now-defunct Club New York.
Why is culture black?
Why are you doing an accent like Kamala
I don't
Harris?
understand.
In Times Square when gunfire broke out. 3 people were injured.
Now it's really obvious that
Combs was found guilty at trial, and Shine was convicted on 5 of 8 counts and sentenced to 10 years in
He
prison.
can't stop himself.
Upon
Pulling a
release,
Kamala.
Shine was deported to Belize. Okay, I can't do it anymore. Anyway. Kesha. Dude, this chick is weird sauce.
Yeah,
What
she
the-
looks normal.
She looks like a
Totally.
bad. She looks like a discount bad generic Q-tip.
Kesha is a whole lot of fucked up.
Did he diddle in
Yeah.
her hair or something?
It's what was that movie? It's all about
There's something about
Something
Mary.
about
Yeah.
Mary.
Anyway, in a TikTok video shared by the singer Wednesday, Kesha seemed to have officially changed the lyrics to her hit TikTok. The original song, released in 2009, includes the lyric, "Wake up in the morning feeling like P. Diddy." In a social media video, Kesha shared a new version with the alternative line, "Feeling like F. P. Diddy." Uh-oh.
Boy, you really changed
I
that.
don't
and
think
showed
that.
us.
I don't think that's going to work as well as she hopes.
Mary J. Blige. In March, after Combs
I could have fixed it for her. I woke up in the morning in this busy city. Woke up in the morning feeling really shitty. Woke up in, like, see, it doesn't take that much.
No. But in March, Combs homes, say that 3 times fast, were raided during a federal investigation, and Grammy winner took to Instagram to share a cryptic message that said, "Unfortunately, a lot of y'all met me when I lacked boundaries and was a people pleaser. Let me reintroduce myself. I burn bridges as needed." Uh-oh.
That's better.
Blige's connection to Combs goes back decades. Her first 2 studio albums, What's the 411 and My Life, were both produced by the rapper in the 90s. Combs appeared in a Manhattan federal court Tuesday where he pleaded not guilty. Not only was Combs denied a proposed $50 million bail, he was sent to jail immediately after the hearing.
Mars
And he-
Monkey Max got the winner. Woke up in the morning underneath P. Diddy.
Ooh, that's pointy. Speaking of pointy, Jaffo, member for 45 months, says Culture Casino is the Marquis de Sade of PG-13 streams. Thank you for that. All right.
It's not wrong.
Cynthia Carter's leaving. Get some rest. I'll see you tomorrow morning, I hope. And I am I'm going to be apologizing for Tom for the rest of the week, I think.
Two.
Yeah.
Send them my way.
All right, I will. Tina Guzman. Mary is basically saying she will burn her bridge with Sean if needed. Yeah, I think a lot of people will. Carlos Alfredo Lopez. Good evening. Good to see you. Breeze Feats. Mafia Dons get bail. Pity he didn't. Yeah, we should start calling him Pity.
Usually when it comes to the mafia, kids and, well, sometimes wives are off limits. So, yeah.
Yeah, that's true. Not for
Take
not
that
for-
as you will.
You know,
Not for Combs.
I remember my philosophy teacher in high school talked about the mob. He's like, when you have the mob in town, you don't have petty crime.
It's true. You may have pity.
No,
crime.
because they don't put up with that crap.
Do you guys all watch Get Him to the Greek, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah. That's Russell
Unfortunately,
Brand.
no.
Russell Brand
This
movie.
whole-
Not a good one.
Yeah, with P. Diddy.
Yeah.
And his whole speech right now, his whole speech from that movie sounds a lot like, right now when he was like, "I got 21 kookaroos. How many kookaroos you got? I'm going to be fine." It's not going to happen. He's not going to be fine.
Yeah, he won't be fine.
He may
won't
not
be
make the
fine.
week.
He might.
Might.
almost
Sure,
been a
there's
week.
people that don't want him saying anything.
Did you say that was a bad Russell Brand movie?
Yes.
It's not very good.
That was a great movie.
It's all right. I got to do a musical tribute right now to Puff Diddy.
Oh boy.
I won't be missing you every butt time you get fucked.
You got no.
Do you know how much he had to pay Sting because Sting used that? Sting is like,
yeah.
well, he put my kids through college. I mean, he makes like $2,000 a day off of Diddy for that sample. It's crazy.
Sample my ass. It's the whole song.
I know,
Basically.
and I'm not sure that he asked for permission beforehand.
No, I've never been a Diddy fan. I'm glad that I've never been a Diddy fan. I've always hated
do
his
not
ass.
watch the remake of Arthur. Yes.
Oh God.
I
The only funny part in that whole movie is when he shows up.
way.
The only funny part in that whole movie is when he shows up in the Batmobile.
I like Russell Brand's comedy. I don't like Russell Brand's movies.
Well,
but
his
new Russell
mistake was
Brand is
remaking
awesome.
one of the greatest comedies ever made. That was his first mistake.
No, it wasn't.
Wait, he remade Arthur? Is that
Yeah.
it?
Yeah.
Yeah, that I remember that coming out. I was like, fuck this. The original one's better.
Did they even use the song? Arthur's theme?
I think it's in there at some point, but I
Yeah.
can't remember the. I literally only watched it once, and I'm like, well, it wasn't as bad as I thought it would be, but it was so fucking pointless. It might as well have been its own thing, right? Like they really could have just made it its own movie, like about similar kind of thing, but just with Russell Brand
Well,
playing a
Tom,
new character.
don't you love Dame Helen Mirren?
I do.
Dame Helen? Don't you say another bad word about her?
Yeah,
She was in it.
Midnight's
know.
Edge's
But
own.
I don't care.
Dane.
That's not the point.
Helen.
We don't hold her responsible for the movies that she makes.
Yeah.
She
Yeah.
got to eat.
Yeah, people got to eat.
Watch it again. It wasn't that bad.
Speaking
As I just said,
I
wasn't
have
as
it
bad as I
on
thought it was gonna be.
Blu-ray.
I only have
Anyway.
it on DVD at least.
The beautiful deep bow, for $1. Says, culture blaming Tom for language and poo opinions about movies he likes. Comics showing up near the end of streams and everyone else just being along for the ride blaming Talks. Welcome to Sunday night. That's true.
Comics has only said like 3 words.
Yeah, I know. It's like, and he didn't even get on camera.
Or
Like he wants me to show up on camera.
That proves he's Asian.
He's had a long day. He was on my stream earlier.
Okay,
I'm
look,
too lazy
much
for the
earlier.
camera.
Everybody give Ian a break. He's a nice kid. Mod Eric K
Since when?
for one Culture Casino cash. He says, we will get as much Diddy info as we did of the Steen. This was a cleanup for people hired to get more info and tapes. You're right. No info lost. Just it will never stay on the
And
screen.
there it goes.
Oh, it will never be seen as long as people stay in line. True story.
Yep.
Sorry, there was a cat jumped on my keyboard.
That's what I thought. I was like,
Mine's
okay,
laying on
it's
mine.
gone. All right.
But didn't the
well,
ex-girlfriend say that she made copies of quite a few of the tapes?
wouldn't surprise me.
Or was that the
If you like to
ex-wife
make
and her
tapes,
journal?
you're gonna make copies, right? It's just
Oh yeah,
people can't help
yeah,
I mean,
themselves.
if you're smart, yeah.
I mean, you would make copies and put them in places all around the world. And when somebody comes in to murder you, you just say, "Hey, I got copies of this stuff."
And
Right,
if
but
anything,
I think the ex-girlfriend who's bringing the lawsuit, didn't she make copies after she found some of the tapes?
We may
Or was
find
that
out.
was that his dead wife? Because they had like journals from his dead wife, didn't they? That laid out a whole bunch of stuff that she had seen.
Did he has a dead wife?
I think so.
Really?
Did he kill
Unless
her?
I'm mixing up a different story.
All right,
The one that he's got his 3 kids with, I believe.
Okay.
Did he do it?
I don't
Did-
know.
did he- did he
Likely
did it?
at this point,
Did
if
he
she
did it?
found out about stuff.
All right. Well, I
But
want to get on to some
don't
more lighthearted stories. How about you
mean,
guys?
You pick these topics.
Okay.
He did.
So we were pretty
Speaking
lighthearted.
of
but
lighthearted,
something
isn't there one about somebody
really
stabbing
heavy
themselves
already.
to death?
There is. I think that's the funniest story of the night. And
So
we're not even there
lighthearted.
yet. Yeah,
Or fuck.
Are we doing a commercial break, or are we just going into the article? Or?
Yeah, no, I think we have to. Well, let's see if that's
Final
the-
warning. If the next warning is not the right article, I am leaving.
Okay, let me check. Yeah,
Do you know which one it is?
I'm working on it.
It's the one about the stabbing.
He's working here.
Oh yeah, it is. This is definitely it. So I got
You got
this.
that?
You are so fucking
I dropped
lucky.
this. I dropped in a chat this.
Are you tired of the same old buffet food at Wang's?
Have you had enough dong to last you a lifetime? Well, take just a few more steps past those single-minded restaurants and dive into Sherry's Slammin' Clam. Sherry's Slammin' Clam Shellfish Bar is truly all you can eat, unlike the 2 shrimp limit that stingy bastard Wang has. In a hurry, let Sherry stuff your box. To go! Be shellfish and take all you want from Sherry's Slammin' Clam. Located next to the 3rd Street Bolorama, Sherry's is open 6 days a week. If you are looking to slam clam, get to Sherry's today.
All right, everybody. Thanks for sticking around.
I'm going to the John. Bye.
We've reached a new segment in the show that occasionally will show up, much like my top 5 that Tom loved. Weird but true. That's right. Dumb people, weird things, and of course, I already covered the dogs died as panda bears in a Chinese zoo this morning, or I should say, was it this morning? Oh, it was Saturday morning. And we got something interesting. I think Tom, I think Tom's really gonna love. Tom, I think you're gonna really love this story. I can almost guarantee it. Are you ready, buddy? This one's exciting. This one's real. It's a very real story. How it's really real. And found it in the paper because the papers never lie. Here we go. A man was stabbed himself to death separating frozen burgers.
Oh, I get that.
Yeah.
Totally understand how that would happen.
I don't know how you get to death from it.
Well, I don't know.
Well, you got to pound it really hard sometimes.
Any doctor would tell
We're
you
not
that you
talking
don't.
about Diddy anymore.
Any doctor would tell you that you're not going to notice until the 3rd stab.
What? Anyway,
That's science.
Okay, according to the story, a man died in a kitchen
Sounds like
mishap after accidentally stabbing himself while trying to separate frozen burgers with a knife, the coroner has concluded.
Wow.
It took police more than a month after Barry Griffiths died to seal off his flat. Died to seal off his flat in, what is this? Yelendridad.
Oh, this has got to be in somewhere.
This is foreign.
Yelendridad Wells.
Look right here. See this flag?
We got a foreigner just in time.
Yeah. Speaking. Oh yeah, we did add a foreigner. Let's see. Not the band, the person.
Slats.
70s rock fan who played an interesting.
Good evening.
So anyway,
he said he wasn't coming on here. Oh, this story must be about somebody you know.
No, I saw Mad was here. I thought, my God, if Mad's here, I got to be here. Yeah. I'm in awe of that man.
Anyway,
as you should be.
Yeah,
he's starting a new channel.
I am.
Yet another new channel.
Yeah, and all soundboards are going to be. All soundboards are banned from my new channel.
You mean like this? Your slats.
So real quick,
that was okay.
So after a post-mortem revealed that he had died from a stab wound, during which time some evidence had been lost. Oh boy. So the inquest on Monday, the September 16th, heard that the investigation later found that there was no evidence that anyone else was involved in the death of 57-year-old. Watch out. Yeah, this could be you next there.
God,
that
he's
70s
old.
rock fan.
Oh, he's a child compared to me.
Was found on July 4th of 2023 after concerns were raised that he hadn't been seen in more than a week. The coroner, Patricia Morgan, concluded that Mr.
That's
Griffiths,
a smelly body,
who had restricted use of one arm following a stroke, most likely died from an accident while preparing frozen food for cooking.
Wait,
why was he even in this situation where he was a one-armed stroke victim trying to pull apart hamburger patties?
Well,
no one loved him?
But man, you're missing an even bigger point. Why was it? What else would you prepare frozen food for but cooking? Why did they even have to mention that?
Well, yeah, you got to sit there and decompose for a week.
Was he maybe preparing it for some other purpose?
How would they have known that they were frozen? They would have been defrosted by the time they found them.
Mm-hmm.
And rotting.
This story's not holding up very well. Hard finding those holes.
No, the part that's not holding up is that in another country, somebody was doing a barbecue for July 4th.
Okay, what is that green thing?
It's a pot of gold.
Trash can or pot?
Yoga ball?
Potted plant?
It's a pot of gold.
It's probably some kind of surveillance device for British people.
I see no rainbow culture.
Anyway, Detective Chief Inspector Jonathan Reeves became senior investigative officer on August 3rd after a pathologist and senior coroner reviewed photographs and the initial postmortem. Home office pathologist Dr. Richard Jones provided a review. Cause of death as blood loss through sharp force injury.
Dick Jones.
Yeah. So the mattress that obviously had some evidence on it was taken to the landfill, and it was a lost opportunity, I bet.
Wait, is this still a part of the stabbing?
Yeah,
he was breaking apart the frozen burgers on his bed.
What did he have, a hot plate on his nightstand? He had a hot plate next to him. He's like, "Oh, I woke up from a nap. I feel like a burger."
Seriously, when you're trying to break apart burgers, since when do you point the knife at yourself? Usually, it's
he only had one
down
arm.
or
He only had one
something.
arm. He was a stroke victim. Only had one arm. So
I'm getting to the actual part of the story.
Was he humming "Where the Sheets Have No Stains"? And that's the second time I've used that joke.
you're gonna ruin it by explaining how it was a completely, it was an accident. There was no foul play involved. I like this better.
Mark Daly, you are going to start sending me your jokes well in advance of a Sunday show because I need writers. So anyway, on the work surface in the kitchen adjacent to the fridge freezer were 2 uncooked burgers, a knife, and a tea towel.
Okay, how is that different than a normal towel?
The wound to the abdomen would have been approximately the height of the work surface. My hypothesis at that stage was that Mr. Griffiths was attempting to separate frozen burgers using a knife.
I'm still trying to figure out where the mattress comes in.
Right?
Reese said that the tip of the kitchen knife, which was marked with a substance initially identified as chocolate, turned out to be Mr. Griffiths' blood.
Aha.
This is
the tip.
I don't know what country this is, but it's one with a very low
I think it's Norway.
number of
It's
murders.
Wales. No, it's Wales, isn't it?
It's Wales?
I don't know. There was a picture of a Welsh town.
Llandendor Wells is what it said, or whatever the name of the city was. It
Gryffindor
didn't
or
say
something.
what.
Anyway, I don't know.
Well, Wales isn't a real country, of course, but
I've got more questions now. How does only
So this was a random knife accident over there, so maybe they should start banning knives. That'll help.
Right, but how does the tip only have blood on it, and he stabbed himself deep enough in his stomach to die from it?
My guess is he stabbed himself and didn't get help, and then fucking bled to death.
Well, just think about the first
the tip of a knife.
Yeah, think about the first episode of Acolyte. What's her name got killed by, I guess, a little stabbing.
I would have
He's a Jedi.
Watched Acolyte to.
Oh, highly recommend.
I believe penetration would have killed any woman in the Acolyte.
Yeah, they say you can drown in a teaspoon of water. I'm sure that you could die from a tip of a knife.
A teaspoon of water?
Right, isn't that? Yeah, that's how it goes, right?
An
teaspoon?
A teaspoon of water makes the lesbian go down.
An inch of water.
I believe what they say is it's either a half inch of water or an inch of water.
When did we start measuring water in inches and not ounces?
Well, the idea
it has to be for you to not be able to get out of it if somebody was forcing your face down in that water. Or if you passed out in that water.
I was up above it. You were down in it.
Sounds like pseudoscience to me.
It is.
Speaking of pseudo, I think we beat that story to death.
Don't spam chat, please.
Wait, did we not get the? Did we not get the outcome? What happened?
I don't know
Where did
if
they
it
come?
was a joke or not, but
Spam.
Are we not getting any closure on this stabbing?
That was it. I closed it.
You see, clearly that guy wasn't in a Korean drama because you can be stabbed 15 times in the chest and nose and you're up and walking about the next day. So
right.
He should have been in Korea. He would have been fine.
And in the heart. You could
in
stab
the
the
heart.
heart.
Right in the heart, next day, up and about, fighting
All right.
criminals.
Well, we're not done because we've got more of these stories. And I know this one will really excite our Florida folks. Because this is something that if you're a scuba diver, you're going to get excited about. Your loved ones.
Oh, you're a diver, all right.
Maybe not so much. Yeah, in this story, yeah.
Muff's Dive Bar.
About the mattress.
Muff's Dive Bar.
World's first underwater cemetery is off this Florida beach. Here's what to know. That's right. The Neptune Memorial Reef aims to be the largest man-made reef on the planet.
Wait, what is this supposed to be again?
Wait a minute.
The largest.
The largest.
Is this before or after all the mob guys dumped the bodies out there?
I'm not sure.
It's a Lord of the Rings, and it's a good book.
Look, the
Culture
Neptune,
reading
I don't
an
think it'll be
article.
the first cemetery underwater. That's
the The Neptune Memorial
You guys aren't
Reef-
allowed to give me shit anymore when I read stuff.
I mean, I think Katrina made a pretty big.
We'll just
yeah.
make fun of both of you. It's what we do.
Mm-hmm.
That's right.
And Gary.
Anyway, so the Neptune Memorial Reef aims to be the largest man-made reef on the planet. There it is.
Wait, what?
It's a man-made reef. Get it? Man-made.
This is a cemetery? I thought this was supposed to be about a cemetery.
This is. Yeah. So not only is the Neptune Memorial Reef the world's first underwater cemetery, it's also set to be the largest man-made reef on the planet. The cemetery is located...
It's a science kind of joke.
40 feet underwater in Biscayne Bay, over 3 miles off the coast of Miami Beach.
It's not far enough out.
How do we have this much detail on this, but we still don't know about that mattress?
It was a group of
the deal with the
businessmen.
mattress?
Look at the huge penis, giant penises crossing there in that picture.
Those are some swords.
That's some serious docking.
There was a group of businessmen in the area who had the idea, said the Neptune Memorial Reef's Community Resource Director, Michael Tabers. Tabers told News 6 that the site had already been designated for an artificial reef, though nothing had been done with it. Well, now it looks like they have.
Well, I'm starting to GoFundMe to get culture buried in this place.
Sounds great to me. So these gentlemen came up with an idea of building an artificial reef, making it not only an artificial reef, but also a work of art. That's when the idea came about building the Neptune Reef, and it was built from an artist's conception of the lost city of Atlantis. The way it works is simple. Customers' cremated remains are mixed with water, turned into placements at the reef, which has been outfitted with several other concrete structures that will serve as reef bulwarks.
So they're just trying to make you another brick in the wall. Is that what they're saying?
Yes.
There it is.
Literally.
All in all.
Man, I had to jump on that one. I knew one of you assholes would take it.
I was getting there.
This is going to confuse the shit out of archaeologists 10,000 years from now.
No, it'll confuse them 150 years from now.
Oh, that's true. If archaeology still exists.
I'm already confused.
So, of course, customers can choose which placement they want and where they'd like to be situated. These placements can take the form of road columns, arches, or local sea life. The ones that we have are all marine life that exists at the reef, Tabers explained. So we have starfish, seashell
sanctuary.
Thank you. Stone crab, just to give you an example. We have nurse shark placements, pufferfish.
It's people.
Yeah, and this is what they look like, guys. These are the placements.
You know what's going to happen? All right, 150 years from now, they're going to graduate some kids, and those kids are going to go and they're going to see this, and they're going to dive on this spot and go, "Oh my God, 150
We
years
found the
ago,
way to Atlantis.
this
We
used to
found
be."
Atlantis.
Yeah, no, they go, "This used to be, this used to be above ground. This should be above water."
Oh yeah.
So look at what climate change has done. That's exactly what they're going to
2
do.
years from now, they'll be saying that. 2 years.
Oh,
from
that's true. That's true.
now. Yeah.
Oh,
How
we need a
dare
meme
you.
of yeah, exactly. We need her underwater in a scuba suit.
Oh no, she switched gears. She's now fighting for Palestine rather than the
Palestine.
environment.
Thank God.
Yes.
It's a more
Thank
sustainable cause.
Yeah, it certainly is.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Brahma.
She's turned over a new page, or in other words.
So this
Something
looks
like that.
This looks like I can
Oh my God! Proof they do exist.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
This looks like it's just littering in the ocean.
No. It's going to extend to 16 acres. Right now, it's been recently extended to 1 acre, and the remains that can be stored there are 250,000 people. So there you go.
So I just looked at the cost of how much this is.
How do you handle
So
the land rights on this? Yeah,
the
sorry.
the GoFundMe is now going to be, let's just bury Culture Casino's penis here because I picked the smallest.
Well, you need
part
a
of his
gold
body
It needs to be in the
because
shape
it's
of a
way too
goldfish.
expensive.
Shape of a goldfish, then.
That's
all
right.
you need. Yeah.
Oh God, I went a long
A
way for a
tadpole.
small
A
dick joke.
tadpole.
I
Just
am
a
such.
tadpole.
Let Tom go. That was
Just a
so
tadpole.
bad. The Culture Casino Tadpole Memorial.
A plankton.
I love all of you except for Culture. Bye.
He didn't actually leave.
Yeah, he did.
now he's done.
He did.
Oh yeah.
Okay. All right, Tom. All right. Anyway, we are going to move on to the next funny story because we have more. in the midnight hour.
This better
She
be a
wants
follow up.
more.
Finding out about that
to what?
mattress.
In the
Not that
midnight
mattress.
Glorious bastards of Hercules.
I worked really hard on these. I did. I put a lot of
Yeah.
effort into today's show, and that's why when you guys
It shows, mate. It shows. It's good.
acting the fool, I get upset.
You asked us to react to the stories.
No, that's
I
fine.
want to know about the mattress.
Right?
I can't, dude. I already closed that. I don't even know.
I understand that, but it still is a mystery that is going to bug me. Like
Yeah,
3
because-
o'clock tonight, I'm going to wake up wide awake and be like, what was the deal with the mattress?
All we were left with was this hypothesis from this guy that thought the blood was chocolate. That is all we have.
Just on the tip.
Okay,
That does happen, though. You do get chocolate on the tip. I get why he would make that mistake.
Okay,
Just the tip is as big a lie
try
as
this for the
pulling
third
it.
time. Anyway, so apparently a mouse crawling out of a meal forces plane to make an emergency landing.
How big was this mouse?
I don't know, but
I wonder-
a rodent posed a risk to electrical wiring on a Scandinavian Airlines flight from Oslo to Malaga.
Was it holding a box cutter when it came out?
I don't.
I bet they charged extra for that meal.
Man, that was a good one. Fuck you guys.
Live meat.
I thought
Yes, exactly.
Hey, mice are cute, but they're incredibly destructive.
Wait.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yes, they are. Very much
They
so.
could take down a plane.
All right. So all airline meals hardly carry high expectations, but this week a passenger faced more than just a disappointing supper after a mouse crawled from out of their meal, forcing their flight to make an unscheduled landing. The
You
incident
okay
occurred
there, man? Did you get a little ditty stuck in your throat?
during a Scandinavian Airlines flight from Oslo to Malaga on Wednesday, forcing the plane to land in Copenhagen.
Wonderful,
the company
wonderful Copenhagen.
said on Friday, airlines
Skull guy.
usually strictly prohibit rodents on board because the animals can chew through electrical wiring, key to the operation of a plane. No kidding.
Or do they just ask them to leave?
Yeah, could you guys leave, please? Wait, here's
I
these
mean-
little parachutes.
Copenhagen was a snuff before it was a city, so anyway.
Believe it or not, a lady next to me opened her food and a mouse jumped out, wrote one passenger, Jarl Borestad, on Facebook, along with a photograph showing him smiling next to two women, also smiling. Oystein Schmidt, a spokesperson for SAS, said that in line with our procedures, there was a change of aircraft and passengers were flown to Malaga, Spain on another flight.
They also ensured that they asked the mouse
They
its
also-
pronouns.
Yeah.
I think
Use his
so.
pronouns.
Well,
that's
I mean,
right.
that's very important. You have to know the mouse's pronouns.
Exactly. You can't just throw it out of the plane without knowing its pronouns.
You said Malaga, Spain?
Yeah.
Not Malaga?
Malaga.
I don't care. I said Malaga. Deal with it.
I was impressed with how he pronounced the gentleman's name.
Kamala, Kamala, who cares?
Yeah. This is something that happens extremely rarely, he said. We have established procedures for such situations, which include a review with our suppliers to ensure this does not happen again.
Man, they're gonna have to do like a Australian thing where they're gonna add snakes to the plane to take care of the rats, and then they're gonna have to add some
Samuel L. Jackson.
like a
Some mongooses
honey
to
badger,
take care.
yeah, a mongoose to take care of the snakes, and then you got kangaroos. That's where it leads to.
Boeing Airlines solving your problems. That's right.
Well, it wasn't Boeing exactly.
Wait a second. Okay.
They're all Boeing.
Unscheduled landings are not always due to technical or safety concerns. Last year, a United Airlines service heading from Houston to Amsterdam was diverted to Chicago. All right, Houston to Amsterdam. You're not anywhere near Chicago.
Oh.
Okay.
Well, it depends. I mean, so if you're thinking flat Earth, I think the way that the
You fly in great circles.
The Earth is a cube.
Oh, okay.
It's not
Hollow cube. CC.
Wait, I thought the world was a vampire.
And aliens live
The
at
world
the
is
center.
not enough.
Sent to drain.
you guys laugh, but none of you been to the center of the Earth, so who's to
No.
say?
Okay, well, anyway, so the unruly passenger definitely changed that flight. But this happens all the time when Boeing planes, so I don't know.
I like
Yeah, but-
you missed the best one about the
Did
flight
you
being
see
stopped.
the reason?
You missed the
The
best one. at
reason
the
he
end.
was unruly was because they didn't have his first choice for a meal.
Right.
Yeah, but the one after that, the woman discovered her husband was having an affair, so they landed mid-flight.
Okay, that's pretty wild.
On the plane?
That's right. I mean, that was
So she goes to the
That's
bathroom
the
and her
Mile High
husband
Club.
is stooping somebody else.
I think he was just looking for a safe environment to tell her with the least amount of drama.
That's not a safe environment. She
Wow.
could've
There's no
crashed.
way
The only way
she'll go
out is-
crazy on a plane.
So he texts
Yes,
her, he drops her
women
off
are-
at the airport, says goodbye, texts her, and she, I'm taking off, honey. Okay. Then he texts her and says, I've been cheating on you for years. And she doesn't get it until what? She gets the mid-flight
Next
internet
thing you
and boom.
next thing you know, New York loses another building.
There it is.
Indeed.
All right.
Boy, that joke was dead.
I mean, I got to be honest.
600
I should have
times.
learned my lesson after my box cutter joke bombed. But now I'm
cut that
determined to
out.
get one of these 911s to work.
Fair enough. Fair enough. I look. I have to say that I have some super chats, and then we got another story I want to cover. So,
Did you get that one about the email or another fighter
the what?
from
What? Who?
SFX?
I'm working on it. Everybody, calm down.
Did you get the Eric K
SFX?
one? About
Eric K for 5. Culture Casino
There we go.
cashes. I've been telling you for years Diddy got his name Puff Daddy from Biggie Smalls, not because he puffed smoke. He was, he was doing. Thank you. Yeah, thank you for the.
Is that why you
finish.
took him out too?
Was he puffing Paul?
Okay. Well, that
You
is
guys
the-
understand why I'm banning soundboards, right?
Yes, I do now. Holy cow. SFX
My
F314
ear holes hurt.
Sabertooth Rap. Stop.
I kind of with you on that one actually.
SFX F314 Sabertooth Raptor for 2 Culture Casino Cash says, sent an email of another fighter you may show. Oh, dude, I will try. We are a little crowded. I will go looking for it. Eric K for another 2 Culture Casino Cash says, mice are vile. They are not cute. Well, they really mess up electricity. And Southern Bell for 2 Culture Casino Cash says, Weave Salon now serves mouse brownies as a snack.
Yes.
Wow. That's rough. Speaking of one thing you won't find in this particular location, there was another sort of fire festival thing that took place fairly recently, sort of, kind of, maybe. And I want to take a look at this. I think you guys will appreciate it. You will not find mice on this plane. From Reddit. Apparently, there's a vegan festival in New York that's now being compared to the Fire Festival by angry plant-based mobs.
Angry plant-based mobs?
Do they have enough energy to be a mob?
I don't know, but I was hoping that would embiggen and give me a story, but it didn't seem to. So
Could you embiggen that? I can't.
Reddit is ass.
Yeah, I want to open it. Should I open it? Kinda worried about
Yeah.
opening.
If there's something to open.
I mean, if you don't hear it ticking, I'd say it's okay.
Well, I mean, it's a thing.
You're not part of Hezbollah, are you? Don't have any pages
I'm
on
sure
it.
it'll be fine.
He's got the beard.
Be careful, you'll get capped when your beeper keeps beeping.
Just don't
Nothing but a
breathe
G
after
thing,
you open it.
baby.
And hold your breath for a while. Play it safe.
Oh, I actually found the website. That's what we'll do. We'll get the
The
website.
Reddit?
Went to a website?
It's reddit.com.
No. I'm going to take you to the website for this festival. Let's take a look.
Yeah, 'cause I'm
There it
going
is.
to-
Vegandale.
Vegandale?
Where is this?
Yeah.
It's pretty low energy.
It looks
It's
like
in
it's in a lot
multiple
of cities.
places?
Yeah.
Yes,
It's in,
choose your city.
food, music.
What, do they only
art.
eat it if it falls off the tree?
It's in all these cities,
Hmm.
guys. All these cities. Choose your
They're
city.
breatharians, guys. Get it right. They don't eat food. They don't drink water. They just breathe air and
Live
survive.
off air and sunlight.
Let's go to Dallas. Let's see how the.
But you know
vegans are
what?
in
They're
Dallas.
easy to rob.
Oh, it's coming
because
up.
you can
No.
just go push them over.
Now, wait a minute. In Dallas, they'll be allowed to eat meat once a day. That's a Dallas vegan.
Mhm. Okay,
Yeah.
well, look at.
I'll say
look at
this, though. You guys
amazing
make fun of them.
veganness.
I think we need to encourage these people to keep being vegan.
Yes.
Thin them out.
Natural
Yes,
selection is a thing.
Yeah, what I'm looking at is the food and drink. Okay, so
now there are some people
what
that
food
need to
and
go
drink?
vegan diet because of allergies.
Yeah, I
Okay.
don't.
No, I get that. I actually knew somebody he wasn't
Craig
vegan. but-
Ferguson's one of them, right? There's people I know and all that
Yeah.
stuff, and I actually know somebody who is allergic to wheat.
Yeah, I mean,
And other birds and
some of
stuff,
those allergies are pretty weird. I knew a guy that he wasn't a vegan; he was just a vegetarian, but he was like legit was allergic to meat.
Yeah.
Culture,
So I
yeah,
get that.
culture. You remember Barber was allergic to vegetables. He had to have the meat substitute carrot.
Oh, yeah,
remember?
meat carrots? Yeah, I remember meat carrots. Yeah, I just thought that was interesting. I'm like, these people are very angry. I guess this did not go over very well.
Plants are
in one of
living
those
things.
cities.
They don't like to be eaten.
Do you think so?
Pissed.
They actually do have feelings or some shit.
Really?
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
Have you
science.
been watching Gary and them talking about the mushrooms that have whole underground networks that warn different parts of the forest?
Are these the same ones that can take over ants to do their bidding?
Those are caterpillars, I think.
No, there's mushrooms too that
Aye.
can release some shit and take over.
Mushrooms
ants.
mushrooms are ultimate, man. They survived the dinosaur apocalypse. They're like one of the oldest living species on planet Earth.
Mushrooms and crocodiles.
It's because they grow in shit.
Okay,
Well,
all right.
there were
let's-
politicians and then mushrooms.
Okay, I found an actual story we can read.
Oh, I'm
That's-
working on a story for Comix Division next week.
Is it
It's the
this?
Big impact at small stature, 25 iconic actors of short stature. So I'm working on 25 actors shorter than Comix Division.
Somebody
Okay.
fucking shoot me.
Anyway,
sorry.
Fire
What?
Festival, Vegan Fire Festival, miserable and very cranky. Vegandale, I don't know how to say it. Attendees, detailed botched NYC event with water, toilet paper shortages. Oh,
Oh
boy.
no, Taylor Swift must have missed the first Chiefs game of
so
the
they're
season.
wait, they're vegan, but they use toilet paper.
It just sounds like they all have low blood sugar and need.
They- they don't care about the trees.
Don't use toilet paper like other people.
Everybody,
Can you imagine?
Okay,
Can you imagine
everybody-
being at one of these
Everybody-
festivals?
If you don't want to kill the animals, but you're happy with
I
the
will
trees
mute
being
all
mowed
of
down.
you.
What?
We may have vegan people in the audience, folks. Come on now. So,
Well, they should know all
They
these
would have.
jokes.
They would have let us know.
okay. Anyway,
Yeah, they would have told
It's
us.
been 5 minutes.
If they were strong enough to reach the keyboard, they would have let us know.
I'm a fan of bidets. I get the no toilet paper thing. Bidets are awesome. I'm with you. I mean, I have to use a.
Oh yeah,
well,
once you go
do you
bidet,
really?
you can never go back.
Well, I don't.
It's
I
a-
can't install a bidet,
Wait
so
a
I have a
second, you
little
better
water
go
gun
back
that I
after
use
using a
instead.
bidet.
Toxic. I'm talking. It was a good joke, but that's fine.
I'm sorry.
So I had a friend who was a vegan, and his number one favorite topic was talking about how he was vegan.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Can you
of
imagine being at
course.
one of these festivals? You just walk around and everybody you know or everybody you see, you just, I'm a vegan. Did you know I'm a
I
vegan?
am too.
I'm a
Did
vegan.
you know I was a vegan?
I'm
Which
vegan.
one of the, was there a prize for the first one to say it in the day? Did they get a
Vegan-
special prize? I was
Vegan.
first.
Vegan is the Stanford of diets. They will always tell you they're vegan.
That's right, yeah.
All right,
Culture's-
culture looks
culture's dying on the
sufficiently pissed
inside.
now.
What? No, if he was, he'd have muted us all. So, if you're an enterprising young man, you would go to this thing, and you would have a Depends undergarment stand.
I'm waiting for the punchline.
Anyway,
They're vegans. Their
so-
shit is more liquid than it is solid.
incensed
Yeah.
guests at New York's Vegandale, I
Can't
don't
hold
know
that
what I
in.
said, are
Maybe
comparing
peanut
the
butter.
much
This has to come out.
hyped plant-based bash to the Fire Festival due to its hours-long lines, water and toilet paper shortages, and other issues. Rocco Maranghelli, I guess, says people were getting miserable and very cranky.
Low blood
and
sugar.
yeah, the new NYC leg of Vegandale, I don't know how to say it. Part of an 8-city Rough
Rogaine?
repping. I don't know what Rogaine repping. So they had Rogaine there. Bonza
With
spanning
minoxidil?
Bonanza spanning.
Indeed.
This okay. It was outside of City Field.
What are they upset about?
They couldn't get in.
That there wasn't enough toilet paper and the line to the bathroom was too long.
Oh,
Yeah,
really?
If you
That's
can't
it?
get up, you can't get in.
The fest attracted thousands of attendees who were eager to visit the 200-plus vendors and rock out to scintillating performance by Glorilla.
Who
Never
is
heard of
that?
Glorilla.
Glorilla. Okay, I'm looking that up.
Please look at the
Here-
comments.
Here's some comments. This is why I was trying to find a story. So, Hannah, with a lot of N's, says these Vegandale events are hugely popular. Some YouTubers I follow even travel to different countries to attend them. Not all vegans are liberals. I'm a Trump supporter and vegan, and I know fellow Trump supporters also are animal lovers and vegans. Sounds like this drew more attendees than a Kamala rally. Wow, that's an interesting thing. Diane,
feel like there's
T.
a lot of
Glorilla was playing.
Diane,
Glorilla is a rapper. Born in 1999. She's 25 years old. Her genres are hip hop, crunk, and trap.
What? What?
Her 2024 singles Yeah, Glow, and Wannabe with Migan with 2 E's Stallion. Both peaked the top 40 Billboard Hot 100 and preceded her debut commercial mixtape. Her debut commercial mixtape was Ethang Ethang. It's spelled E-A-H-T-H-A-N-G, E-A-H-T-H-A-N-G.
Well,
I don't
okay.
wanna
then.
know more.
Traps are dangerous.
Mm-hmm.
Traps or faps?
Trap. So that was her genre. The music genres are hip hop, crunk, and
being
trap. Yes, and I'm being straight because I didn't hear what you said.
No, that's fine.
Okay. Sorry.
First time for anything. Anyway, Bobby Patterson says, these things are always bad. The craziest part, I'd bet a lot of the attendees rail against corporate greed, but that's exactly what these events are. Steve M replies, how many paid $5 for a bottle of water?
Did they go to the movie theater? I mean, that's how much it costs there.
Crunk is
Pretty
southern
cheap
hip-hop.
for a
That's
bottle
good.
of water.
Was it vegan water though? Was it vegan water?
I don't know.
Yes.
Oh, wait, wouldn't
Yeah,
that
it's a good
be
point.
not? Is it natural water? What is it? Organic water, right?
Organic water.
Yeah,
That's right. Yeah. Organic water.
that's a thing.
But they're messing with dangerous stuff there, that dihydrogen monoxide. I mean, that's a killer.
It's as if they've never played Oregon Trail.
Dysentery.
Dysentery.
Get you every time.
I had one more subject, but it will be myrtleized by the current folks that are here. So there's
Maybe
no
it
point.
needs it. Stop victim blaming.
Actor
It's a lot of
that is
fun.
shorter than Comix Division. Dustin Hoffman.
No, it's a challenge for those that are queers for Palestine. But you guys ruined it. Not gonna.
Oh,
do it.
that story. No, we have to do that story.
Okay, will you be good? Everybody has to be good, or I ain't doing it.
Can we
No.
get some
Good all night.
parameters? Hold on. Can we get
Wait a second.
parameters of what good
Fuck
means?
you. What?
Can we get parameters on what good means? You say, be good. What does that mean?
Don't
Culture's
interrupt
faking all
me.
this indignation and all that stuff.
Don't interrupt me.
But that's what makes this entertaining rather than you reading an article while we sit here in silence.
I like it when you sit in silence. It's be a
I
change.
bet you do.
Be a change.
At two,
Mad, you moan
Then,
too loud. Whatever.
been to Duckworth.
Hey, you never
Actually,
said
we
that-
are an OCD nightmare.
You never said that to Diddy. Eric K for 2 Culture Casino cash just got eliminated from the screen. I'll put it back up. Fun fact, Funny Mustache Man in WW2 was vegan. Well,
Well, he was a vegetarian. I don't know if he was vegan.
anyway.
Charlie Chaplin?
Yeah, that's like Methodist and Baptist. Is there a difference? Sure, I guess. I don't know what it is, though.
The Methodists have a method to their madness, and the Baptists don't like dancing. Well, some of them don't like that.
Yeah, the
Anyway.
Southern ones don't, right? Whatever I was, we
Yeah.
could dance. We couldn't. We
There's-
were all white, but we
lots of
were
people-
allowed to try.
You could,
Vegan?
you could
We can dance if we want to.
Yeah, that's right. He let somebody else got to my joke because I quit. I quit.
Well, you gave up your position of authority by putting yourself at the bottom of the screen behind the chats.
That's true.
Do you ever dream of heading out to the country? Would you like to ride out on the range? We've got the new ranch that we know you want to come to. Out at Division Ranch, out here on the plains. Let's take you down to Comix Division country. Let's get you out there on the range. You'll
each and every Monday and throw down well on Thursdays. Nick cooks the meals, hope you like pizza, and Tosh signs the deals, that's why we don't get paid. Corey will read and do his funny voices. Comix will do his best to chase your cares away. Let's take you down to the Comix Division country. Let's get you out there on the range. You'll learn to yell each and every Monday and throw down well on Thursdays. Serves up the drinks. What's tonight's bourbon? Culture will get to the point eventually. George West and the Patriot Drew can't cite your many sources. The Diggs Division ranches for you, and I'm sure we'll all agree. Let's take you down to the Diggs Division country. Let's get you out here on the range. You'll learn to yell each and every Monday and throw down well on Thursdays. Mondays and Thursdays, everybody. Welcome back, everybody. I'm going to keep this one brief, I hope, anyway. Yeah, there's a real serious movement afoot. It really is. It's called Queers for Palestine. Their advocates for this group have been called out. They've been offered $1 million to parade in Gaza. I think that's quite reasonable, and I'm sure that everybody would enjoy the vacation. But do you think anybody would actually take them up on this? I don't know. Gentlemen, what do you think?
Yes.
Can I get a quick rehash of what you just did?
Sure. Were you listening, Matt?
Yeah, I don't
in
think
in
you
spirit. I was listening in spirit.
In spirit. Well, fair enough. Let's listen in real time as I bring up the article. This is coming to us from Fox, of course, but it could come from anywhere. It seems that Queers for Palestine group offers $1 million for the LGBTQ advocacy organization to host Pride Parade in Gaza on the West Bank. The New Tolerance Camp. Go ahead.
Is this cash for the people who are going to go there, like cash in hand, or is it just like a?
I don't know. They're going to Venmo it. Venmo.
I think it's their $1 million is for like a whole bunch of people to show up, not for individually each person to get it. But the New Tolerance campaign says the legitimate offer is designed to be a wake up call. Because, it's do you want to be in the forest with a bear or a man? Is kind of
Put
the
your
same
money where
idea
your mouth
here.
is.
Yeah. So
I don't know. A man can hold a gun, and a bear, I could just go for the throat.
Yeah, Dean Cain said that the support for by the LGBT community and this Queers for Palestine movement don't go together.
They did not do Dean Cain right with that.
No,
That's
they
a
didn't.
terrible
that
photo.
picture.
Well, that's obviously a clip from their video, but a watchdog group that aims to expose hypocrisy announced Monday that it would donate $1 million to Queers for Palestine or any U.S. LGBTQ advocacy organization to host a gay pride parade in Gaza or the West Bank. Anti-Israel groups such as Queers for Palestine have surfaced across America since the Terry attack, I have to say carefully, in Israel on October 7. But the big taboo issue there is anything having to do with LGBTQ in Palestinian territories. In fact, they face a significant level of persecution and are often subjected to horrific acts. The new
This is going to get people killed.
Well, I think
It's being serious.
No,
They won't do it.
Their thought patterns will get them killed if they go over there.
If we can get these two crazy kids, the vegans and the LGBTQ, to team up for one of these events, we may have more seats in Congress. I'm just saying.
I real quickly, let me just read this one paragraph. It says the New Tolerance Campaign President Gregory D'Angelo, who is gay and the former president of the Log Cabin Republicans, said that the campaign is a wake-up call to anyone who identifies as part of the Queers for Palestine or Gays for Gaza movements. He says that I don't want people to just shrug off this campaign as some kind of publicity stunt or something that is supposed to be comical. It's actually a legitimate offer. So they're willing to pay the price here.
Yeah, survival of the fittest, though.
You got your veganism in my queerism. You got my queerism in your veganism.
But it's really strange, right? Because I
Fuck
mean,
off, that was great.
This is
That was good.
This is
I didn't want to step on it.
And I didn't. And this is a legitimate offer. I'm not mocking anybody.
Legitimate?
I wouldn't do that. And neither obviously would they. This is serious, and it really is kind of a way to kind of have people step outside of their hypocrisy. This campaign emerged to call out the purported advocates of LGBT equality and to put our money where their mouths are. I think that it's a real opportunity for these groups to legitimately step up and host an event that would either highlight the fact that the Palestinian territories are not indeed good places for LGBTQ individuals to be living, or it could be a breakthrough moment for pluralism and peace in the Middle East.
Yeah.
Hey.
This is where I take some issue here. If you really want to find some peaceable agreement, these aren't the people you want to send. You want to send the other LGBTQ people.
You think they were upset because the lines to the porta potty were long, waiting till...
It's just really weird. So obviously, go ahead.
I was just going to say it is a genius move. I mean, you're forcing them to show that they don't believe anything that they're saying. It is the hypocrisy, as you said.
Yeah.
Because they won't take it up. I mean, even for $1 million donated, even if they were donating $10 million to the Palestinians, they wouldn't take it.
That's where I was curious. How are they going to do this? Is each person who agrees to go, do they get cash in hand, or their plane is paid for? They got a fancy hotel? Are they? How much are you kind of goading them into it?
They're donating to the cause, $1 million. That $1 million, you have to actually have a pride event.
Yep.
Over
if it's
there
just a donate
in the streets.
If it's just a donation in the person's name, no one's picking up on that.
No, they're donating it to the cause, which would need funding to continue to go around and do the crap that they're doing.
Do you think that they could be welcomed if they were donating Cricket cell phones as replacements for other electronics? You know what I mean? If they're in need of things, you gotta, No?
Well, they're not sending them to Lebanon.
It's all the same. The joke still works.
Well, interestingly enough, it's basically it's this man that's actually making it happen. As I said, he's a member of the LGBT community.
Don't got to tell me.
That's a nice hairdo.
Yeah,
it's brave.
Yeah, he says Angelo said he was stunned in 2013 when he visited the West Bank during his immersion trip to Israel. He said, I got to see with my own eyes the disparity in not just gay rights, but really human rights that are evident when you cross over between Israel into the Palestinian territories. So
once again, the only reason they're able to do these protests here is because we actually have free speech.
Yeah.
You don't have it over there.
Good
luck.
They're acting. They're acting as if these damn Jews won't let them be gay in Gaza. They're suppressing. That is insane. You know what I mean? They're still blaming Israel. No, they can't be gay in Gaza because of the Jews. That's what they think.
Well, they're not very bright if that's what they think.
Is it not? I mean, they blame all the human right violation on Israel.
I think they think that it's another oppressed group.
Yep.
And they think all oppressed groups have got victimhood, brotherhood.
All oppressed groups get
all in the open air prison.
Because they try to mass all of them together. It's the same strategy that is used by one political organization that builds coalitions between parties that really don't have anything else in common other than the whatever sort of victimhood they're trying to lead
these
into.
are people who hate the country that gives them the most freedom in the world, the United States.
True story.
It's the worst country in the world, according to a whole bunch of different of these groups. Worst place ever to be in the world.
Keep our country's name out of your mouth.
Yeah, exactly. Well, let's get to some thoughts from those in the chat, including the super chats here. Mark Daly for $5 says no takers because you can't take it with you. And I can't say the last part of that line, but it's true.
I can say it. What's up?
Eric K for $5. Culture Casino Cash follows up with, if enough members of LGBTQ go, maybe
They've been asked to be called that now.
Maybe some will, survive. The last might be cushioned by the. Oh man, can't finish that.
I would anticipate
you
though,
thought we were going to be the problem.
I would anticipate that if some did choose to go and do something, that they would be well protected by the authorities in Palestine for the optics, the purpose of optics in the West.
If Hamas is known for anything, it's their protective nature. Can you bring it up?
But for optics in the West, because it's about money, so they don't want to cut off that money flow. So.
And see, my friends are, that are LGBT, right? They're like, I don't want any part of this. They also think the bear or the man argument is really ridiculous. But,
it's a man bear they want, really.
Nah, stop it. Not untrue for one of my friends.
I'm not.
Stop it.
Hey, I'm not knocking it. I'm not knocking it.
The people who are smart enough not to go are the people you would actually want to send over there to communicate.
Sure.
Well,
yeah.
And the LGB doesn't technically like the T and the Q anymore all that much.
Well,
at least
a
good chunk of them.
Some don't.
Yeah. I mean, there's organizations that are definitely making that clear. But Cosmin Cristani, thank you for being here, says, I'm gay, and the first time I saw Queers for Palestine sign here in LA, I literally face palmed. Do they not know they'd be thrown? Yes. And also those other two very bad things. Women literally aren't allowed to speak.
It's not all bad ideas. No one's saying they're 100% wrong.
Yeah, that was
Matt's talking about the speaking part.
I mean, you tee it up. How am I not going to take that swing?
These are the same groups of people who rail on about, communism is great. Everybody should have shared the same money. Well, they could easily get together now, pool their money, and hand it out to people.
The Amish have been doing it for a minute, ever since Weird Al introduced them to the lifestyle. That's all they've done.
Yeah. I mean, they never practice what they preach.
But they do make those fireplaces. You remember the fireplaces that the Amish people made? That it wasn't a real fireplace, but it didn't need electricity to run. It was like one of those
stove.
If you want to get your best friends, go to an island somewhere, just like 5 or 10 people, and you know how to farm and hunt and all that stuff. Great.
Go to Montana. There's plenty of space.
Well, yeah. Mark's 47 has a point. You know that people will, but nobody's going to take him up on it, because if
that's
anybody,
the whole point.
Yeah, and
safest bet ever. No one's
it's basically trying to force people to shed their hypocrisy.
They won't even respond to it, though. I mean, it's not.
The problem is it's widely publicized now. Somebody's going to have to say something.
I think one person in chat
$1 million, and it's their fault if something happens to him. It's not on him. He's not forcing anybody to go.
Can you highlight inebriated Plutarch? Yeah, because this is the first person that has ever known. I've made this reference to the Amish fireplaces so many times. That's actually it. I just Googled it. It's Amish stoves.
Is that like a Dutch oven?
No. Let's give that a couple more seconds.
That wasn't a joke.
That sounds bad.
Wait, no, this isn't it.
Question.
No, the one I'm talking about was like miniature size. It was with wheels.
Well, for small Amish people, like.
Well, no, for your house. They were selling it to people. It was one of those ads right after you learned about the 5 C's of diamonds.
I'm gonna have to go and ask some of the ones in town
wooden
here.
stoves.
All right. John Coleman for 2 Culture Casino Cash says, will there be goats at this parading? See, John knows. See, and I know that I have a lot of people that are LGBT in my chats. So I love these kinds of responses. It's like, will there be goats at this parade in Gaza? Probably not, or not for long.
So Culture needs to make sure that his audience is okay with his opinions.
No, not at all.
It is a good point, though. The majority of that community is sane, just like the majority of The general community.
Exactly.
Insane.
We're not going to go there.
Other than the vegans, we established that.
But he's not talking about them. He's talking about the ones that are actually putting on protests here.
Yes.
Queers for Palestine.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's the thing is irate specialist is correct. The best jokes take 15 minutes to explain, obviously reacting to Mad Mardigan.
What joke? That was a serious question about the Amish fireplace.
Okay, what about, do you still want to know about how that guy stabbed himself to death with that?
Did you find a follow-up?
No.
I just want to know about the mattress. I don't care about how it ended up happening. I want to know why the mattress was important.
This
and
is
the fact
where
that it went and got incinerated was an issue.
Was he wearing the
evidence.
leggings?
This is where I disagree with Brahma because I have questions about a lot of things in that story.
Mark Daly says a great joke I can't highlight.
I can say it in an accent. Would that count?
Bill, no, because you sound every accent you have sounds like the Kiwi Batman.
I'm working on a new one. It's a Jamaican one.
Bill, we're not perverts in Scotland. It's sheep only.
That's what I thought.
We're not allowed to talk about the felines.
Look, Izaj Melody, it's great to see you. And Chickens for KFC is yeah.
The irony is that sadly, and in reality, there are members of that community born and live in that society that are genuinely in fear and oppressed, but none of the groups, the privileged groups over here that do that, will ever do anything about helping them out or apparently not. I may be wrong. Maybe there are programs to help get them out of there. I don't know.
Oh, you guys are killing
me.
I
hope there are.
No, because the second you're found out, you're
and that's the sad.
Going for
that's
a
a
trip.
very sad thing because we're
Oh,
perceptions of injustice here, but over there it must be hell on earth for people that are even slightly different.
Yeah, and Nita Seabold Salt answers your question, Brahma.
I want to know. No. Either that's the weirdest apartment ever, and the kitchen is literally in the same room with his bed. Why is the bed involved?
They said it was a one-bed flat, and I think that's English, or not English, but foreign English in England. Or it was literally just one room.
It's an
like
apartment,
a studio apartment. Yeah.
See, in New York, there's plenty of those.
But why were they acting like it was evidence that was getting destroyed because they got rid of the mattress? I mean, if all it did was smell, why is that evidence? I
have a different theory.
Okay, I tried to mix up all the subjects tonight. I think I did a good job because I'm as confused as well.
They're upset because they found out in his will that he'd hidden all his cash in the mattress, 20 million pounds of it, and so they burnt it without realizing.
All right. On that note, we are going to wrap up for the night. I'm already well over my normal appointed rounds. We had a really good time. I had lots of frustrations, and everybody enjoyed my pain. So I think everybody's work here is done. Tax. Let me give some quick outros to the people that showed up tonight. We have Mad Mardigan, who's launching a channel, but he hasn't launched it yet. So watch
this week.
Yeah, he'll let us know what the name is and where it's at some point. I'm not sure when. Brahmable is got a great political show now. He's very well informed when it comes to politics. Do check him out on his channel for those things. That's all right, correct? Okay.
Yes, Sunday mornings. You can start your day off after church with the show.
Yeah,
depending on what time zone you're in.
And down below him is that 70s rock fan who I admire for his musical prowess and his wonderful shows that are actually very well detailed.
Well, tomorrow's show is going to be a lot of fun because we're going to be talking about a very interesting and exciting period in rock, which was the Rolling Stones' Beggar's Banquet album and the sort of 1968-69 period of the Stones, which was when they became, as many people would say, the greatest rock and roll band in the world at the time. So, so it's a very interesting and exciting period. Well, that's a discussion, not that's for discussion.
More like a fact.
Nita.
Well, that's what we're talking about tomorrow on my channel, and it should be a lot of fun.
So we're not doing Shorzy.
Shorzy's next week.
And you should check out his channel. He's lovely. And Nita, I was not expecting this night to go the way it did either.
Hey, you put out the call. I'm all alone.
I was.
Oh, I was the first one here.
And
also, I better not get the blame for this shit either.
No, you're not.
I know.
I felt shamed.
CC Karaoke, you're fine. And you should check out CC Karaoke's channel because he's huge. He's got over.
I am huge. Yes, it's true.
He has one of those YouTube play buttons.
Yeah, he's got a button. Yeah. Yeah.
You
So
say it as if you're
like a
telling
bigger
people
button.
he has enough already. You're like, yeah, he's huge.
No. Go check him out. CC Karaoke. If you're ever doing karaoke, check out his channel because you get a lot of great songs. He works really hard putting all that together for you.
It's true. I've worked tremendously hard on the channel, and that's part of how I've managed to build it and succeed with it.
Yeah.
And if anyone's ever wondering, yeah, you have to actually work hard at it. So if you like karaoke or you just like instrumental music, yeah, check it out.
Yeah.
And once every
Did you mute yourself? Did I get booted off my own stream?
No, he's frozen.
I don't know what you're doing.
Oh, my back? That was weird. I don't know what happened. Am I
Once
Oh, I
every
thought it was
2
just
years,
Brahma
though,
that
you
was
can,
frozen.
You can catch me on CC's doing Take a Walk on the Wild Side in Christopher Walken voice.
Which I think is great. And last
We need
but
to get
not,
you back doing that.
Last but not least is the most important person on the show, the producer and the guy that's going to promote other things before he hits the commercial button. Toxic Manflow.
What?
You're supposed to-
Monday night. That's tomorrow, 9 p.m. Monday Meltdown, Comix Division. ComixDivision.com, but also Comix Division on YouTube. We'll be doing that. You have your 6-minute daily, happens every day for 6 minutes, around 10:45, something around in there, Central Time, somewhere. And then Culture's all over the airwaves at some point.
Probably
It's
true.
Everywhere.
Probably
Everywhere. Yep, Midnight's Edge After Dark. That's some good stuff there. Brian's got his show that happens Monday afternoons. It is a good watch. And I feel like it's one of those. Brian shows, like 30 years from now, they're going to pull up the YouTube archives and it'll be like the BBC stuff. So the best stuff is stuff we've never heard of. And that's going to be Brian's shows because this stuff are really good.
My shows will be the only ones left after the apocalypse. After the apocalypse.
They're like cockroaches. They just stick around.
That's right.
All right.
Yeah, they go, we won't even eat that.
And
then you've got Friday Night Tights, and we do something with that. And then you've got Culture doing stuff on Saturdays. He does a Sunday show.
Yeah.
October 1st.
Ooh.
Joint member stream watch party. It is a double feature starting at 7 p.m. Central. It's 8 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Mountain, and 5 p.m. Pacific. We're going to be watching Alien and Aliens double feature as a member stream. You have to be a gold member on this channel to be able to watch that. So please join up. All right. And you'll be getting some information about that in community channels.
So very true. Hit the beach pump commercial and let's treat everybody to the best outro on YouTube. I can't wait until we get the new designs out there for everybody. Plus, we're going to have amazing stuff available at the meetup in San Antonio.
Uh-huh. It's a honey.
That's a turtle. Not supposed to touch those.
Nope.
10 feet.
No,
Ayo,
you're
ayo.
not. Ayo. And you need to stay away. If you're in Hawaii, you need to stay away from the seals.
I get so mad, there's no controlling me. My thoughts get so bad, I'm like, I might grab a bat, I don't know. My rabbit blood boils over like,
I'm
oh
just
God,
marking
here
them in your
goes. I
shirt,
lost all
right?
feeling from my head to my toes. You said some shit that I can't let go, so just stay tuned for the rest of the show.
Is there a date for the San Antonio thing?
So have you ever felt betrayed?
Space
Switches how you see things. Realize something needs change.
Cool. I can wait until somebody's ready to tell me the date.
Off the top of my head.
Let me show you what's up. Cause enough is
I
enough.
think it's late October, like the 26th or something like that, but I'm not sure.
I can either mark AOAOs or I can go look this up on ComixDivision.com.
Do whichever one was for me.
Actually,
It feels more important.
Actually does want to know the date. I can take care of the
Ayo, ayo.
AIDS hits. That's not the same thing. Ayo, ayo. Do we think he'll survive the crash this time?
Oh, what happened? I'm usually already gone by now.
He gets down the hill and the car gets him.
Heated up inside of me, blood so violently. Thanks for trying me. Now it's finally time
probably
to
a
see
demon.
how this rivalry
That's
becomes
right.
a dynasty.
He'll take a face full of pavement.
SpaceCon is the 25th through the 27th of October.
Thank you very much. What's a
Meetup
space
is
con?
The 23rd then?
Thursday, 23rd.
That sounds right.
You're slats.
Well, that was a lot of fun, guys. I hope everybody has a great week out there. We'll be seeing you soon. Oh, and I've got a video coming out tomorrow morning.
What?
Have
You have a
great-
video?
That's unusual.
Yeah. Okay, just say goodbye.
Look, if you go to Gary's community chat, Nerdrotic San Antonio, Wednesday, October 23rd from 7 to 10 p.m. is Ricky Bobby's Sports Bar in San Antonio. That's the meetup.
It is
Wednesday,
21 and up.
October 21 and up. October 23rd, 7 to 10 p.m., Ricky Bobby's Sports Bar in San Antonio.
And if you RSVP, you cannot use your screen name. You must use your actual name because they are checking IDs.
Good night, everybody.
Because of what happened at the
Cheerio.
Dallas.
Oh, no.